You could pay $60 to get those tennis shoes like I have, the ones that last a long time. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Airy Sky Rita Lee's video blog. As you can see, the StreamYard logo is not available anymore because Brother Cam paid the StreamYard fee for the month. So thanks to Cam wanted a StreamYard, so now I'm sending Cam the StreamYard link by email. And so he donated the funds because he wanted StreamYard. So I'm going to put the link in here. Chloe said thank you, Cam. Right, Chloe? Well, it was nice of you. You didn't have to. I just don't want to do you know. I just don't want to pay. So anyways. And Kimberly wants the StreamYard too, but Kimberly said you had to go eat. So enjoy your meal, Kimberly. I, on the other hand, check your email. The link's already there, brother. I got to tinkle real quick. Isn't that nice, Cam?
Yes. I just wanted to see if I can get a pinch.
If you take a pinch, that's fine. I'm in a good mood today.
Yeah, so Cam bought some streaming service.
By the way, you want to prep your fries for 30-minute cookout?
Yeah.
My food will be ready in 10 minutes.
I like to just put a little oil on first, though.
Yeah, well, I'm going to use the deep pan. Dishwasher will be ready a little later tonight. I should message Trish about doing this.
Yeah, please message her about that. No.
All right, so let me just text Trish real quick.
The more they spend time with that bunny, the more chances they get her bunny sit if they have to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Say if you have to go to Portland to see a doctor or so, and I have to come with you, we could always have her have the bunny for that time period. Make sure he's fed, watered, everything. See, Moppy can't be left without his people. His mouth will foam. He gets anxiety not having his people around. He said, "That's my people. They're my family. They're my parents. They're my guardians. Without them, I don't have any air or oxygen. They suffocate without my family."
Oh, can't deny Cam. Cam's waiting, so.
Hey, what's up?
My volume up? Yeah, it is. I don't hear you, dude.
You hear me all right?
Can't hear you, man.
Oh, weird. Let me. You hear me now?
Says here speakers are 100%, so I don't know what's going on, man. Oh, hold on. Try now. I had to hook to headphones for some stupid mistake.
Okay, you hear me now?
Oh, now it's basically my computer is a smart computer, so it turned off the volume. There we go, man. I can hear you now.
Okay.
You didn't have to do the StreamYard donation, man.
You hear me all right now?
Well, yeah, that's what I said. You didn't have to do the StreamYard donation, man.
I know I didn't have to, but I did because I care.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Chloe says thanks too. You know, we can have up to 10 people at one time, 10 people StreamYarding at one time. So that'll be interesting. Kimberly's having something to eat. I think she wants to join too. So might send Chloe out to go get me some more beer just because.
Yeah.
I'm not really happy with that crisp apple or that green apple. Didn't taste too good. Chloe can finish it if she wants. I still got one beer left. I'm trying to hold off on it. But she wants to take Mippo the nose out.
Taking them. Come on. Then I'll put my fries after they eat.
So I got like 2 minutes left. I'm pulling out my sandwich to cool. I ordered some food last night. I took some takeout, Cam. I got to tell you, I had a couple crispy fish sandwiches that were just the bomb, man.
I'll use this round cake, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you what I'm about to have, Rita.
Hmm?
This is a sample that came.
Hey, Chloe, before you take Moppy out, Kaylee wants to know right now it's a good time for Boom Boom.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Where's the cake? Put it in it. It's in my office.
So get the kennel. She needs water.
All right, Boom Boom.
Hold on.
Before you log in here and your foodsie wootsy and your water bowl. Hold on. I'll have her get it. She'll have
Fresh log. I'll give him fresh log.
All right, grab a fresh log, throw it in there.
All right, and this is what. I'm gonna let him suck down on this. While I get the log. He's been out of water.
Rita,
Yeah.
about to try some of this sample.
Hey, that's cool. What is it?
Hemp. See?
Uh-huh.
There we go. Called Space Cowboy.
Mm-hmm. Is that him?
Yep.
Oh. Get everything ready.
Is that hemp?
Yeah.
What's the difference between hemp and pot? I don't get it. Do you know what it is?
Yeah. Hemp has CBD and it also contains degraded THC, which is Delta 8, which is legal.
Mm.
And I don't know all the other details. Like there's stuff like terpenes or something, and or whatever you call them. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that I don't understand about the plant yet. You know, I'm still learning how all this all comes together as a product. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not an expert yet.
Yeah, well, I'm not an expert either at pot, you know. Oh. Alexa, stop. Get those cool.
So yeah, I'm gonna get my stuff in soon. I just gotta.
You want me to do it for you?
I need to oil them.
All right.
Right
Well,
now I'm busy with this.
well, when just deliver him, and then when you get back, you can do your thing. The oven's gonna preheat in a moment. Come here, boom. Oh yeah, you're gonna see Aunt Kaylee. I told her to put a bowl of water in there.
A water bottle will be better. I can wire it on. This water bottle is going with them. It's easier to manage and everything else. I could just.
Oh yeah, and another difference.
Don't get any water out that way. Fully.
the difference, Rita, is that it doesn't have a smell when you smoke it, kind of.
Yeah.
Don't really have a smell when you smoke it.
Mm.
But it smells
Nor
sweet.
if you nor if you vape either, Cam. You vape, there's no smell to the vape.
Yeah.
It's the actual stuff that stinks that you can tell you're smoking it, you know.
Yeah. But I really do like the edibles. The edibles really, they kind of fuck you up.
Yeah, and my dad told me to stay away from edibles, so that's why I vape.
Yeah.
But I won't mix it with booze either. I won't mix pot and liquor. No, thank you.
Never get fucking high at the same time.
Well, what about that one lady that caused like a seven car pileup on a freeway and killed like 9 people in her minivan? She was high as a kite with a bottle of vodka.
Yeah.
There was there was a movie about it. It's like there's something wrong with Aunt something, you know.
It ain't the best, but at least it's something to get me going, you know?
Uh-huh.
Make me feel better.
I used to work at McDonald's with someone by the name of Cam.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Probably short for Camden. Or Cameron, yeah.
Cameron's more common than Rob Ryan.
Yeah, well, you know what? Not to bring it up, Cam's actual name is Chris.
Chris.
Yep.
Chris knows my name. My name's Rita. I'll let Kaylee, I'll let them know you're coming now.
All right.
I will say this though, when I rolled a blunt with this hemp,
Yeah.
it had like a aftertaste of kind of like being harsh when I was breathing it in. It was
Yeah.
weird. Like I would say it's more in blunt form. It can be more like make you choke. Like I don't know because I guess it has something to do with that Delta 8. I don't know when breathing it in. I don't know.
Anyways, we're all good to go, you know. So anyways, I got my lunch ready to go. I just got to put it on a plate, Cam. Let me tinkle. I've had enough coffee to kill a goat today, I think.
All right.
Kaylee happy?
Yeah.
Kaylee's makeup now. Oh.
Yeah, eyeliner and stuff. And mascara. Like, scrolling. She looks older, too. She's looking older.
She's 14 now. She just turned 14.
She'll eventually be a high school girl soon.
Yep.
She'll be in high school, and then in 4 years from now, she'll be 18 and adult.
Here we go. I get to try this chicken sandwich out, man.
However, she won't be able to drink for another 7 years. You have to be 21 for that. They'll probably change drinking age for her back though.
Well, I hope not.
I remember when I was a teenager, right? When I was Kaylee's age, you could drink in West Virginia at 14. They wouldn't care.
Now it's 21
Yeah.
in West Virginia.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
Virginia used to have the more like they used to just not care. They just used to be like, yeah, you can drink. You're old. We believe you're old enough. Let's go and drink.
You know what's sad? I'll tell you what's sad. You gotta be 21 nationwide to buy fucking cigarettes now.
I think eventually they'll try to push it to age 26 because of your brain development.
I remember when I was in junior high, or in Ohio, they were thinking about forcing high school students in public schools that have to wear uniforms. And we're like, dude, that's dumb. They're like, yeah, if they do pass that bill and you don't like uniforms, then you have to transfer to a West Virginia school.
Here's what I kind of think. They're pushing the age up, and maybe they push it up to 26 eventually, just so people don't breed more and have more population.
Yeah,
What do you think about that?
well, so they'll make it so that you're a minor until you are 26, which is old enough to be an independent, where you have to be an independent.
You know how I see it? Let me just basically cut the bullshit here. The government turns around and says from 18 to 21 to smoke, 21 to drink. No offense to my argument, Chloe. But it's okay if you get your parents' permission to join the military at 17 to go to war 18 if you're on your own. They say you're 18 to make decisions, but if that's the case, let's make the military age 26 and you can't make decisions until you're 26.
Yeah. And let's say they extend high school for how much longer? 8 more years? Yeah. It's actually you have pre-high school, which is junior high. Junior high, then you got high school, then you have senior high, which is after high school. The final parts of it where you're like in your early 20s learning. It's college level stuff they'll teach you, but it's where they make college mandatory.
Yeah, and you know what?
I don't mind any college education. That would be fine
Well,
for me.
I got out of high school. I went to a trade school, and then I got beat up by 3 African Americans.
A friend of mine who's I think autistic maybe, Angie, she gave up going to school she went to a trade school. What's that one place that you go to that the government helps you with?
Rehab?
No. It's like a trade school.
Disability
No, not disability. It was that other one that you get. You don't have a GED, you can go through them.
I'm not sure.
You know what I'm talking about, Cam?
Vocational rehabilitation?
No. That's not where they sent her. They sent her to Job Corps.
Yeah, Job Corps. That's where I got beat up at.
And she had so many of her clothes stolen that she just left and never went back.
Well, yeah, being the minority, you're going to get shit.
Well, she was in a girl wing, and they stole her clothes and stuff. She just said, fuck it.
I know, it's terrible, that place that I went to. I mean, stuff like that, you just want to go. And then they want to keep you on campus and not let you leave because you're like, they act like you're their property.
Mm-hmm.
I smoked a cigarette, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm leaving. Fuck y'all.
Has Cam ever gone to joint vocational school? It's like a vocational school you go to your last 2 years of high school.
No, I don't know.
It's like it's a school for high school juniors and seniors.
I don't know, but I've been to the Department of Vocational Rehabilitation. That was useless.
I went to that. I got paid like maybe $3,000 and just left.
I got paid they gave me free training in this shithole state. And then as soon as they gave me a job, they terminated me with 6 months. I was like, oh, well, so you know what I did, Cam?
What'd you do?
Packed up and left and went to another country for a while.
You're a free bird. When you did that, I guess. I don't know.
You know, they terminated me. They wanted me to be a janitor, by the way.
Fuck that. I don't want to clean up that shit.
You know what's bad? They didn't train me properly. They didn't tell me that you know how you have an office building, right?
Yeah.
And you know how you walk along the walls and you have those like rubber things at the bottom of the wall, those like moldings? They
Yeah.
didn't tell me I had to fucking spend day after day cleaning those fucking things.
Damn.
And then they accused me of using the internet there, using everyone's computers there.
Job Corps I was at, they tried to tell me that we had to pay for the internet and stuff, and I was the only one who paid, I think.
And then on top of that, they said I racked up a long distance bill, and then computers went missing, so they were accusing me. By the time they sent someone out to check my house because they had a warrant, they asked, so where's Rita? My mom's like, oh, she's out of the country.
Hey, you know what's messed up, Rita? After I got beat up, one of the employees went to check on me, and they moved me into another dorm, the Jerry Brown dorm. It was the good dorm for the good people, you know, who do good and whatever. But anyways, they moved me, and I'm assuming they saw me get beat up on camera, didn't say shit about it. They just moved me out of there.
You know, I'll tell you what happened to me. One time, over on Woodby Island, Island County, here in Washington,
Yeah.
my best friend testified I was sexually assaulted in a 6th grade sponsored camp. The school paid Island County Sheriff's off, and my mom transferred me to another school district where one of my former teachers were, and never let me go through that. She was pissed. County, basically, you know.
My granny said, "I'm so sorry, Chris. I sent you there." And I'm like, "Yeah, that place was terrible. At least I got
Hold
rid."
on. Cam, I'm going to post Macabri's comment there. Macabri's comment on the screen. He says, forgive me for the language, but why did those black guys assault you? Just because they could.
Because I was gambling and I won all the money, and they said I had the devil's luck, Macabri. And they wanted all that money, so they beat my ass up. More of the story is don't ever win all the money, and probably don't gamble to begin with.
Alexa, set a timer, 45 minutes.
You know?
Starting now. Top Stars by the Good Podcast. He's saying, play the podcast Hidden Brain.
Yeah, gambling will get your ass killed.
Yeah. No, you don't get a chicken sandwich. This chicken sandwich ain't bad. It's a crispy chicken sandwich on a potato bun.
And they were choking me, holding me down, knocked my damn glasses off, stole my phone, all kinds of stuff. And I got like 20/80 vision. I'm almost legally blind.
So am I. So Macabri asked, did you file a police report, especially when the assault was video recorded?
No, because they said they'd kill my ass. They're in a gang. You don't fuck with gangs. The law can't always save you.
Yeah, well, I had a gang member try to hurt me one night when my husband was alive, Cam.
Yeah.
So I was walking down a back alley one night behind some storage sheds. In Quincy, Washington. Anyway, guy's sitting there, right?
And it was video.
He was pissed because they broke into my husband's house and beat the shit out of him. So one night they came to put me on notice, right? There was one guy, he's a drug dealer. His mom's a drug dealer, he's a drug dealer, and his brother's a drug dealer. They got him out of the building, but the thing is the guy came to me and he says, if you don't watch what you're doing, we're going to kill you. I said, then do it. Get it over with right here, you son of a bitch. He said, okay. Pulls out a knife. I pulled out my Glock and said, okay, who's going first, fuckwads? Bring a knife to a gunfight. Then one time I basically was at a grocery store. This was like 3 years later. I was wearing my leather duster, and the guy's patting me down. My husband thumped him one, and I go, you picked the wrong person to bother, punk. He went to jail for like 6 months. He was trying to see if I had a gun on me.
After they beat my ass up and made me cry, I just one of them apologized to me and said, "Chris, I could have killed you." And I said, "Yeah," and then I forgave him and them, but they never messed with me again. Really, they just kind of followed me around the campus and checked on me after they beat my ass up and said, "You ain't gonna tell nobody, right?"
Yeah.
I said, "I'm gonna tell nobody. Shit, we cool. I don't want no trouble. You know what I mean?" And it's been been longer than 7 years, so I can't do nothing about it. But that's what happened.
The onions make this sandwich really good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, where's his brain?
I gotta tell you, that guy who finally got in trouble, and his cousin his cousin pissed me off. The guy tried to hurt me. His cousin pissed me off so bad. Story goes like this, Cam. My mom was dying of cancer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the guy turns around, the guy's cousin turns around one night around 11 o'clock at night, 2,300 hours, and he's turning around, Cam. And the guy's cousin was standing around when the EMS was taking care of my mother, trying to get her on a gurney and put her into the back of an ambulance, right?
Yeah.
So they left the ambulance idle in the apartment, in the alley of the apartment, right?
Yeah.
And what happened? They left it idle with the doors unlocked, and the guy's cousin climbs in and drives it about 200 miles, sirens blaring. We had to wait an hour for another ambulance to come, okay? All because what? Did you already get a pinch?
I didn't. I was trying to figure.
Well, where's the can? I gave you the can.
There's one right there.
Oh. Yeah.
I figured, I was thinking waiting it out for food, but then I was just going to go out tomorrow. Truck.
So what happened, Cam, was the guy drove the ambulance 200 miles. You know what the fucker got? 17 days in jail. They didn't even charge him with attempted murder. He told the judge, I was looking for drugs. My mom and my family especially, told the prosecuting attorney the motherfucker should be getting attempted murder, grand theft auto, and they just were like, well, it's his first offense. He's 17. Then recently, a couple years ago when my husband died.
I'll tell you something really dark, but it's not dark enough to not say it, okay?
Yeah.
When I was a little kid, there was we had a friend, and she was with Coca-Cola. She was rich. I think her name was like Lori or something like that. But anyways, she was a Satanist, and she had 16 abortions.
Mm.
And then she got killed in a car wreck. My uncle had a vision of her getting in a car wreck and dying, and it happened the way he saw it. And he begged her not to go, and then she died.
So, a few years ago, the prosecuting attorney contacted me right before my husband died and told me the guy's spending life in prison, the kid that got 17 days for ambulance theft. Didn't even charge him with grand theft or stealing government property.
Well, I mean, what do you think about that, though, that my uncle had a vision of her death and she died exactly how he saw it?
Then I would say the lady should have listened to your uncle. When I have visions, people should be listening to me, too,
Yeah. She begged her, and she just went ahead. And she loved me. I wish she was still alive, though she was a Satanist. She was the only, when she saw me, she regretted all the abortions she had. She wondered if one of them would be like me, as kind and nice as me. I mean, I loved her. She was my favorite person to be around when I was a little kid. I miss her.
Good sandwich, I tell you.
Yeah.
Not wasting my sandwich, I tell you.
I guess you only get so many mess ups before you get taken out sometimes.
Nah. God has a plan for us all.
Well, I hope he had a better plan for her because she got killed in that car wreck, broke her neck.
She's up in heaven and looking down at you, smiling. She's in paradise.
Yeah.
Some of us don't get that lucky to be in paradise early, but some do. Look at my husband. If I could go back in time and save his ass, I would. Maybe things would have changed, but right now, he's gone and there's no way to bring him back.
What's McAfee say? Seems like they were remorseful and truly scared their lives would be ruined if you filed a report. Well, I'm glad I didn't file a report because I didn't want to go through all that shit.
I had the police beat down my door. I was in bed sleeping when they said, "Did you beat your husband?" I said, "No." They went back to the hospital and they asked, "Who beat you?" And my husband basically spilled the beans. They're like, "Okay." The guy got like 6 months and got out. The manager basically got him out because the tenant's child basically beat my husband up.
If I say I'm not gonna report somebody, I'm not gonna do it. The only way I would is if my mom told me to. You know, if I really had to, I would. But if I don't have to, I'm not going to.
Oh, I know. It's like the other day. Chloe made a lot of threats, And what happened? I tell the crisis team, the sheriff comes out, and then the sheriff tells me it's all in my head. I'm insane. And yet, crisis team is for crisis, is not.
What?
If there's a crisis number and Chloe's having a meltdown, doesn't that classify as calling a crisis team? Now I'm not supposed to call the crisis team? What type of fucking attitude is that?
It's called pay me money and shut the fuck up. I guess. Is that what their job amounts to now?
Their job is to belittle people. And it was the one cop that everyone hates. He's a dick.
Hey, I'm the sheriff. You better pay me. I don't know. I wonder how much he makes. Probably, what, 30, 50 grand?
What thumbnail? You mean that one, my user pick on here? That's a random picture of someone. Trans girl, I think it says, "I want to be a girl. I want to be this girl," or something. It was funny. No, that's all it is. Nothing more, nothing less. One of these days I'll change my thumbnail, but right now I just don't feel like doing it. There we go. Wash my plate, put it in the sink, have a dip. Dinner, lunch is done. Lunch and dinner.
I don't understand the question, Macabre. I don't see a
Rinse my pint glass out, so eventually I'll have a pint when Chloe picks me up some more was hoping for some Rubens, but
You need to
they're all
clean
sold out, I tell ya.
use acetone. Basically nail polish, run it through and rinse it out.
So I only got one beer right now. One beer, so I can have 2 pints. I'm hoping to save it so I don't have to tap into it because Chloe hasn't gotten more beer yet anyways, you know.
Yeah.
So it seems you took your zebra thing out. I only see a little icon, you know, nothing of the zebra thing.
You don't see you see my zebra, right?
No, I see a little picture with a little person right there on the screen.
I don't understand. I see Macabre picture and I see me, my zebra.
I don't see the zebra.
What do you see? You see a little person?
I just see a little icon that shows there's a person talking to me. That's it.
What the fuck? Let me log out and log back in.
Sure. So, anyways, everyone, I got to make sure these cans are empty. Which ones are which? This one's empty. So, anywho, got to grab me another can of dip. Got to keep extra cans on hand. Hopefully, we can get some beer. Chloe didn't get enough beer last night. But that sandwich was good, so I didn't let my food go to waste. Oh, man, I'm telling you, it was tasty. So, we got 2 people watching, and that's it. We should be talking about prepping, everyone. That's one of the topics we're talking about. Kimberly, of course, is eating. She'll be in here soon. There we go.
Okay, what do you see now?
Yeah, I see your little zebra. Actually, Macabre, the female pic is a transgendered woman, I think, in thigh highs. Saying something like, I want to be a girl or something. I don't remember what it is, but it's been used for so long, I just am too lazy to choose, you know? There we go. Got my dip can open. We're good to go. Yeah, it's not me, dude. I wouldn't dress that provocative. If you want to look at provocative trannies, Macabre, go to Instagram. You'll see too many of them. If you're hermaphroditic or lesbian, gay, or trans, they always post trans pictures on your damn feed of people that you might like to add and subscribe to or follow. Personally, I see so much of that crap that ain't funny. You know? So I got another guy who wants to send me a message. Who the fuck wants to send me a message? Some guy named Rob. I don't want to deal with some guy like this. I don't know the son of a bitch. Why should I fucking comment, you know?
People see that picture, read it, and think that was her good days.
Yeah, exactly, you know.
Buddy.
Yeah, I see so many trannies on Instagram. It just makes me sick. I just don't even want to be on Instagram anymore, you know?
I don't even really like Instagram. I like Pinterest better.
I don't use Pinterest, you know. To me, I'm just like, I try to leave everything alone, you know?
Pinterest, there's a lot of models to see, like, device parts and stuff and how they work. And that's what I like about it. It's real scientific on some of the pictures. And break down stuff and look at stuff, parts and components.
So, anyways, I'm hoping Kimberly comes back. She wants to hang out, you know. Hopefully Big shows up. He disappeared last night. I think, honestly, jokingly, between you and I, Cam, I think, well, besides him having guests come to his house, he had power outage, and he's in Tornado Alley. Now, I think the fish sandwich was he was kind of jealous of the fish sandwich. It was good though.
The fish sandwich.
Yeah, I had this extra crispy fish sandwich. I was showing them the menu last night, and he's like, "I hope the fish sandwich is good." And then I get it, and he's like, "Show us the fish sandwich, man. That looks good." And I'm like, it was like the best fish sandwich I've ever had, better than McDumpers or Booger King. Booger King.
Go catch a 10-pound bass, have the Chinese cook it up for $14 and make a sandwich out of that.
And you know what I loved about Cam? What I loved about Brother Big? His name's Brian. Brian's like, McDumpers and Booger King, they're not real fish sandwiches. I'm like, yeah, I know. They use like Pollock or something. They don't even use real cod. This sandwich was a real cod sandwich, deep fried, with tartar sauce on a potato bun with onions. And I'm telling you, that thing was, I never felt so happy to have that fish sandwich, because usually everyone knows I won't touch fish unless it's a fish sandwich or fish and chips. I do like to make my own deep fried mountain trout, though. I tell you, it's good. Hopefully, Kimberly comes back too. I like Kimberly. It's just a random picture. Here, let me close this since there's no more comments, we'll just turn this off. So I like the StreamYard. I just didn't want to pay for it because, frankly, it just costs too much money.
It's okay. We can work together.
Yeah, we can. Kimberly is happy. I think Kimberly's happy because it was paid, and she loves it. She doesn't like typing all the time.
No, I talked to them, and they said they're gonna probably see if they can make it giftable too.
Yeah, that's what you said. That's really good.
Yeah. Won't be no problem. They'll be making it easier, making more money.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, literally, the thing is, you know what's really sad, Cam? I'll tell you it's really sad. Let me tell you a story.
They charge me $20 and they charge you $25. I was looking at that.
No, it's $20 if you do annually, which means you got to pay $240 up front, brother.
Oh, okay.
So when I click the monthly thing, they drop it $5. But you know what? I'd rather do the monthly thing anyways. But let me tell you a story.
What's up?
So I was upset the other day. I went to one of my subscribers, not subscribers, one of the channels I subscribe to. The guy's like a left-wing radical. And he's sitting there and he's talking about transgendered issues and this and that. And people are like, preach it, brother. One person donated like $200. Another one donated like $400. They're like, here, take some of my stimulus money. By the time he left for 20 minutes a live feed, he had like $2,000. I was like, you fucking dick. I don't have I don't have super chats, and I don't have the subscription based to actually do like membership. You have to have 1,000 subscribers to have a special membership only area. You can't you can do super chats. And this guy just sat there and made $2,000. And then another guy was sitting there, right? I got to tell you this. You probably heard of this story. But did you ever see the story of the guy who is crying wolf, like, no one likes me, no one loves me, I have no one?
You talking about Camelot?
Yeah. So he does a video the next day. He made over $1,000 just crying, and people are donating to super chat. And I'm sitting there thinking, you son of a bitches, I can't get super chats. And yeah, you're fucking crying to the world. People are paying you to sit at home and do nothing. What does that tell you,
What would you say if I donated $10 to him one time?
I wouldn't. I donated to one guy one time, and he says he would answer all super chats. He never did. He basically just kept going. The higher the donation, the more likely you'd get a notification. When people started doing 100, 200, or 300,
I don't do that crazy shit.
I don't either. I refuse to donate. But I'm just saying, my story is Camelot complains and then he makes money off his gripes. And
Well,
I basically, why do you think I said if anyone wants to donate just to pay for StreamYard, I'd gladly do it? I mean, literally, I'm a humble person, but these people, no, I don't have any friends. Cheer up, here's $100. Cheer up, here's $200. He made like $900 for like live chat. And I was like, I got to get out of here before I blow my stack. Because I don't even have the subscriber base. I had someone turn around and tell me the other day that the reason my channel sucks is because, I suck. And yet they got hundreds of thousands of viewers and they're like, super chat on. Oh yeah, I made 10 grand just for a super chat, 30 minutes. And they're like, you suck, Rita. You're never going to get 1,000 subscribers. I had one moderator who basically left us, started their own channel and gets super chats now.
I think there's a way you can pay to boost your subscribers, but I'm not telling you to do it.
Yeah, I won't do it.
Yeah. People can actually buy subscribers,
Yeah, well, one of my moderators, Commander Jess, turned around the other day and told me I needed to. What was the thing he said the other day? He said I needed to wear shiny, sexy tops and clothes to get subscribers. Do I look like I want to dress like a whore? He's like, most trannies dress like a whore. Do I look like most trannies? No, I'm just basically an average girl, Someone messaged me.
why don't you just dress in a really nice shirt that's worth like $80?
I have one already I could do, but
If you want to look real nice for your video, you could do that.
yeah, but it doesn't buy the It doesn't give subscribers. It shows I have a $80 top. I got dresses that are $200-$300 that's hanging in the closet. I wear once in a while at special occasions, but you don't see me sitting there. I mean, I had people say, "Well, you get subscribers if you do your videos in your bra." Well, I wear a sports bra from time to time when it's fucking toasty and warm in here.
You don't have to do that. No, that's just
I
crazy.
wear my sports bra and then I wear my husband's tribe jersey so I can stay cool because it does get warm in here.
Your face is freezed on my end and the clock ain't going, so I'm going to have to go back in.
All right.
Okay.
So 3 people, Kimberly's eating, Cam's trying to fix his thing. StreamYard does have problems with people on cell phones. Laptops and desktops, they never have a problem. Chloe's out walking mopping and waiting for her french fries to cook. So I'm trying to pick food out of my teeth because I just finished a sandwich. Tasty sandwich, too. Is it working now?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It's just
Like I said, when you're gone, sometimes people on cell phone has problems. Let's go make a joke about Mark. You've heard what happened to Mark lately, right?
What happened to him?
He got himself a new phone. Remember all the backfeed we used to have of Mark when he was here?
Yeah.
Anyways, the feedback is gone, but now he can't log on to StreamYards for whatever reason.
Weird.
Well, I know, isn't it?
When did you meet Mark anyway?
He's here on this channel during the first stimulus round around April of last year, man.
He's been around for about as long as me.
Yep. The only one that I think that we've had nothing but trouble with was 2 people. We had GJ and a moderator, Twinkle Toes. Twinkle Toes went on and started her own channel. Last time I checked and Chloe checked, she's still talking about 4 stimulus checks coming down the pipe. I hate these fucking clickbaiters. Alexa, cancel timer.
45 minutes timer cancel.
Hey, I'm going to mute the mic for a second because I'm making a call on the other phone.
That's fine. You can mute it, man, or you can disappear for a minute. I'm still going to be here. Anyways, he can mute himself too, and he can also turn off his volume so he doesn't hear me, while he's making a call. So, anyways, who's with me right now? Because there's 4 people and no one's commenting, so, anyways, it's good that we're doing StreamYard. I just, what was that about? Hold on. I thought I saw something. Let me see. Nope. Guess I couldn't find it again. Oh well. Yeah, it's kind of sad that no one's around, Cam's muted and there's no comments. I'm gonna use the bathroom though. It's I'm not in a hurry.
Okay, I'm back.
You know what? Down. The sink is going to take too long on the floor, so all you gotta do is figure the rest, forget this place came before the damn stove. I really don't want to deal with my meeting tomorrow, but I have no choice. It seems. Oh man, that chicken sandwich is good. Huh?
You ever seen that movie Cabin in the Woods?
No.
Oh, that's a good movie.
Right now, there's a movie on HBO. It just came out. It's called Kong versus Godzilla, and then the other movie that's available on HBO right now is the new Mortal Kombat movie.
Oh, I want to see that one.
So do I. I have HBO, so I'm looking forward to it. I don't even have to pay for it.
AT&T has it, right?
No, HBO Max has it. They're the ones that's doing it.
So you can't get it through AT&T cable and order it?
No, you got to basically have HBO. It's only exclusive to HBO. I'll show you.
Man,
For example, let me just show you this. So let me just turn on screen. I'm turning screen share on. So let me have screen share. I'll show you. See? So while some people out there think it's okay, right? HBO Max right here has Mortal Kombat. See? Right there.
That looks freaking awesome.
It is. So on the other hand, am saying,
Dragon Ball Z almost.
It's on HBO Max, streaming through May 23rd. So I'm looking forward to it.
What character would you want to be if you had the power?
I'd probably be one of those sexy, slutty whores, Hey, Kimberly, welcome back. Did you want to join me and Cam? Because I give you the link if you want.
I take Sub-Zero's power so I can jump up in the air and freeze motherfuckers.
I think I'd basically be one of the cute females that's sexy that shows off the boobs.
I'd be like, I do that move where I like freeze myself and back out of it, and then someone gets into it.
Yeah, well, me, it's just So let me give her the invite, Cam. So we're going to have Kimberly joining us. We can thank Cam for the wonderful donation for StreamYard. Next month, we only need $5 to cover next month's StreamYard. Or you can pay the entire amount. I don't care. But we did find out it's $1.03 to they take out for PayPal to send to me. So
I don't think there's more than one Kimberly. There's only one Cabin in the Woods movie.
there might be more. Hey, don't forget they could have done reboots too, man. They always reboot things. Look at the Mortal Kombat. That was a reboot.
Well, in this story, it's like 5 people go to a cabin in the woods, and the government is running old, like sacrificial type shit, and they're trying to sacrifice them. And it's pretty wild, you know. At the end, a fucking god comes out of the ground because they didn't do their sacrifice right or something. But it's like the government was all up in there and stuff, and they had them all captive. It was pretty crazy, and they had all these monsters from like mythology.
Well, let me just say, if I'm gonna watch this Cabins in the Woods, then don't spill the beans. You just spilled the plot line, which means I won't be interested in watching it then. You should just say it's a good movie and go and watch it, you know?
Yeah.
My dad always rips me a new one like...
Except for the one part. But there's a lot of it I'm not going to tell you. It's
The
awesome.
Cabin in the Woods, 2012, right there. Okay, so it's available for free on Prime. All right, so we got Kimberly here now, so...
It's available for free. I got the DVD.
Yeah, well, that you got the DVD. Hello, Kimberly. Yeah, well, I'm here now, so...
Hello.
Free. I got the DVD.
Yeah, well, you got the DVD. Hello, Kimberly.
Hey.
Yeah, well,
Hello, Kimberly.
Hello.
Free. I got the DVD.
so what's up?
Hello.
Miss Chloe gets done with
Hi.
her fries. I think I'm sending her down to go get me some more beer. I'm almost out. So, yep. So, yeah, Amazon's offering it for free right now. So I should look into watching it one of these days. I got like 3 Disney movies I gotta watch on Disney Plus.
I wish they'd make a second one and like show what happened, the aftermath of what happened.
Disney Plus.
That shit was like show what happened, the aftermath of the best movies I've ever watched, Rita.
Yeah. What?
I said that was one of the best movie plot lines I ever watched.
Yeah. What?
Plot lines ever.
Cool. So, you having a cold one today, Kimberly?
Not today. Hello?
No, I'm here. I'm here. Not today.
Oh,
Let me
okay.
guess. It's the Lord's Day. So, you want to
No.
say...
My body, I'm still recovering from Friday.
Yeah, I hear you there.
Can't take too much, but it's good when they're rolling down, I tell you.
Oh, I know. I like those too. You know, when they roll down, you know, it's really good.
When I can barely swallow it, it's time to quit for a day or two.
Yeah, I had a couple Guinnesses last night. Chloe said they ran out of Irish Death, so I was like, "We'll go to the other gas station, find Irish Death or Reuben's. Reuben's is a special brew here at Seattle." So she's like, "All right." So,
Well, what's that, malt liquor?
No, Rubens is a microbrew made in Seattle.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
Irish Death is a microbrew out of Ellensburg, Washington.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. I like a good cold one, you know.
So do I. That's why I told Chloe I only got one bottle that equals 2 pints in the fridge. I told her to hurry up and get it done, you know.
Yeah.
In the meantime, my neighbor, Trish, and her 14-year-old wanted some bunny time. So the little bunny's in his kennel over there. They're playing with the bunny right now. So that gives Chloe a chance to clean the cage and go get my beer. So to me, I'm like, cool, I'm good.
Oh, you might talk me into drinking one then. I've got 3 here.
And I got one double deucer that it can make 2 pints, but after that I'm gonna have to. Chloe's eating fries, so I told her get down to the store. I need some more beer.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to keep a cold one just in case. You never know, you know.
Yeah, and those green apple Angry Orchards that tasted like horse piss. Didn't even have a kick to it, and I like something a little stronger for myself.
Yeah. Well, I was drinking light beer, but back in the day, I would drink that old English crap, and that shit used to give me a headache, and I couldn't take
That
that any
Old
longer.
English 800 is really the shit. Same with Mickey's. Have you ever had Mickey's, girl? Dude, that
That
stuff.
shit hurts. That hurts. Why bother?
You know, my uncle used to drink Ice House and Molson, and I could not stand or High Gravity. It's like, who the fuck drinks this stuff? He's like, it's easy. It gets you
Yeah,
drunk fast. That's what my uncle said. He was a drunk.
they
So
got
he's
you
like,
drunk fast. What? It was cheap as fuck. You know what I mean?
still cheap as fuck. I mean, you can
Yeah.
get Milwaukee Ice still available, and it's cheap as fuck.
You know, I'd rather
Yeah,
pay and have a minor headache.
You know what, my family in Oregon, before they moved to Texas, their
Yeah.
preferred beer was PBR's, girl.
What's that?
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Oh yeah, that's good though.
Yeah, I like Rolling Rock myself. That's pretty smooth as well.
Yeah, I like that Paps. That's a good clean beer, you know?
And you know what else is good and clean is Coors and Bushes. Bushes out of that Rocky Mountain Spring is really good.
Now that's what I got in my refrigerator right now is Bush.
No, I like Bush. It's one of my favorite brews next to Irish Death.
Yeah, well, Irish Death, that sounds like okay.
Well, I think I told you the story when it first came out in like 2008 or something. Me and my Uncle Donnie went over to the pub, and they asked if
Yeah.
he wanted to try it, and he tried a sip, said, this ain't my cup of tea. So when I staggered out, I drank 8 pints, and I was like, my husband brought a wheelchair to me and wheeled me home so I didn't fall over.
That's hilarious.
And then put me to bed and then sat in the blue chair reading for 12 hours until I woke up and was like, you okay? And I'm going, no, my head hurts.
Yeah.
It's like that one day with Uncle Donnie, that shit, he passed away. I love him dearly. We went over to
Yeah.
the pub, and every time I don't like IPAs. I do not like Indian Pale Ales, the Pine Needle. He drinks it, says tastes like coffee, and they said, you want to try another version? Yeah, okay. They pour it one, and I finished it, and he's like, tastes like coffee. Well, I drank like 9 brand new Pale Ale flavors. Time I staggered out, I'm like, no, thanks. I don't want any more Pale Ales.
Yeah, I used to drink the malt liquor beer all the time. It was cheap and it got you drunk really fast, but leaves you feeling terrible, your whole entire body, let alone just a freaking headache. So
Well,
I
you
buy
want
them.
to know the worst?
Bruh.
Me and my uncle drank a pint each. 2 pints equals a fifth. So what we did, Kimberly, is we drank each a pint or half a bottle each of Bacardi 151. I ended up in the hospital. He ended up passing out on his couch. After
No
that, no
kidding.
thanks to 151.
Yeah, that's way too powerful.
You do know they discontinued 151 rum.
Yeah,
Hey, you
you can start a fire with that.
Yeah. Heck, I got some bottles of empty bottles of whiskey that were 127 proof. That was too much too, in my opinion. Let's see.
Oh my God.
Damn it. Okay. Yeah.
So you wound up in the hospital. That's something.
Well, the hospital here, usually when I have chest pain and stuff, they usually mark it down as alcoholism and then they kick me out. They don't even want to see me. So if I had a heart attack, that's it. So I don't even go to the hospital.
Yeah. So
go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I just drink my Bushes, but I do take a sip of the Smirnoff raspberry every now and then.
Oh, I like the
Like that.
orange flavored Smirnoff.
What's that, Cam?
Go out on the porch and sit down and drink a couple of those at night. It feels good.
What, the Smirnoff?
Yeah. Ice cold.
Yeah.
I like the orange flavored Smirnoff. No, I like the Bacardi-O's. The Bacardi makes a good one too, the orange flavored one.
Yeah.
You can look at the stars and drink a couple of those. I like that.
Yeah, me too.
I used to love being in my apartment and where I used to live. It was all desert around me, Central Washington, apple country. I'd go outside on my balcony at night, turn the light, leave the light off, and I'd have this little glowy thing that I could see, and I'd just pour my whiskey and drink it right there on my porch. No one even knew I was there. I'd be like, and I'd watch the little flying bats, the little fruit bats flying around, while I'm, drinking my whiskey in peace.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas with bats, the problem is during fire season, sometimes they'll cling above your doors. You wake up, you'll see like one or two there. My husband had to kill a couple of them to get rid of them. I don't like them. They could carry disease and what's that disease they call it? Rabies. So my husband had to kill them.
Yeah. Well, that's where they claim the coronavirus came from. Somebody ate a bat or some shit. I don't know.
Came from bats, came from bears, came from koala bears, panda bears, whatever. Who cares?
Remember that character that's remember Stan? He was like fucking some kind of thing in China and it caused the corona.
Oh God, yeah.
Remember South Park? You remember like what's his name? Randy. Yeah, Randy or whatever. He was like Randy Marsh.
Yeah, that's too bad.
You watch that episode? Both of those?
No, I don't watch South Park. Sorry to say, so I don't know what you guys are talking about. Me, I find only time I've heard of South Park is either the Sex Change episode or Cheesy Poop.
And then he fucked some other animal, and then they said that, oh, that's where coronavirus came from, and he was trying to hide it, and Mickey Mouse was trying to kill him off of China.
Oh God.
Yeah, well, you know what? South Park must be degrading if they're talking about bestiality. I mean, literally, it's just.
Well, I don't know. No, it's a cartoon.
Well, I like being a minister of God. I like clean. I like things to be clean.
Well, no one's perfect. It's just a show. I mean, I don't.
South Park is
outrageous. Like, damn, that's fucked up.
So, anyways, thanks to Cam's donation, we got StreamYard for a month.
Yeah. So, what are our spreadsheets?
They're basically documents I work on all the time that does budgets and accounting and stuff. I can put in numbers and then put it in, and then I total them up. I do a yearly budget, and you do other things. Like purchase budgets, bills, etc. I do all these spreadsheets to balance out my budget and everything else. Also personal goals, etc. So it helps me with my financial. What's wrong, Chloe? You're on your face. So did you finish your French fries yet? Well, how long until you go get my beer? Good. I'll see if Trish needs anything for a thing. What do you want? Yeah, keep telling yourself that. You got 19 days of probation. Well, you can wait. You're a good dog. Saves us on money anyways. Yeah, keep telling us that. Tell us the story. Uh-huh. He's singing, everyone.
I hear.
Come here. You can show yourself on video. Hello, everyone. My name is Moppy. I pooped and peed in the house, so Mommy's not letting me have treats for a while. I'm on probation. You should be lucky you're not living in a kennel for the next 3 weeks. Come here.
He's too cute.
Yeah, he is. But I can withhold giving him treats because you need to learn the house is not the bathroom.
Mm.
But he's so adorable.
What I heard was we like funded the Chinese with that virus, and then it got out of hand.
Yeah, we did. Didn't you know Barack Obama, no offense, paid like $4 million. It was all over the news, paid $4 million for it. Saying he wanted
For what?
Then the black woman came in too.
I'm not trying to
They took
offend
it from
anyone.
minors.
I personally don't know what to believe, man.
They took the virus from minors, and they had a sample of it, and we were funding it. And then somehow the bat lady made it, I guess, where it was like viral to humans, and then it got out of hand.
Would surprise me, but then again, I don't care for funding something. I mean, you know, I heard rumors also China made it themselves to cut down a population because they want us to go CPA, the Communist Party of America. They want us to go socialist, Marxist, whatever. I mean, I've heard all the conspiracies.
Yeah, I don't like living in conspiracy theories, though.
Well, you know, my moderator, Pee Wee, she made a joke the other day because I was telling her about this guy who made a comment that got the Comment of the Year award. In my opinion, he says, I need to find new conspiracies. All my old conspiracies came true. That's what she's been saying. All her old conspiracies come true. To me, I really don't care. I mean, to me, you know, I don't care if someone posts Donald Trump was cheated out of the election. It was fraud. Who cares? Let's move on.
Just like me, I'm the fourth cousin of Melvin Purvis, and he was killed off.
Look, if the man lost, the man freaking lost. It's not that big of a deal.
We just got to move on. I mean, literally, there's people out there that are saying he's running in 2024. He's going to make America great, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, we got 3.5 years of Biden. Let's see what Biden can do. But people are like, we're going socialist. We're going communist. And it's like, fine, whatever. I'll believe it. You know, I'll believe it. Just, I mean, to me, I'm tired of it.
I'm sick of it too, but I mean, the man said Donald Trump. He didn't want to tell people that you could die because he wanted to be a freaking cheerleader. I'd rather live and know the truth than that you cheering for me in the background somewhere,
I'll
sir.
give you my opinion, everybody. With the government letting people heal themselves with medicine that's available in Canada and Mexico from Africa of their addictions, and because of opioid lawsuits, I think there's going to be some kind of like riot over that shit if the government don't get more involved.
If there's riots, the government will get involved. They'll subdue them by killing the rioters. We
There's
have
a
the
lot
most
of drug
advanced
addicts.
military in the world. All we got to do is push the
The
button.
reason they were healed. They can't heal themselves because it's against the law. Ibogaine cures all that shit.
Yeah, well, they're not going to allow Ibogaine because they don't want to pay for it. It's like giving someone bipolar meds. The best bipolar meds out there is $3,000 a month. Latuda. You think the government wants to pay that price for Latuda? No.
Yeah, I think it feels like we're all living in a science fiction movie here. I just want to go to Walmart without wearing a mask.
We're already communists with our bodies being not allowed to use things to heal us.
Look, the government, let me put it this way, Cam. No offense to anyone here, but the government doesn't give two shits. They care more about who's viable to society than who isn't. If you're not viable for society, they're not going to help you. You could be 60 years old with a hernia the size of a soccer ball, and they'll be like, sorry, we can't cover you. You're too old. You got pre-existing conditions. Go and die in a corner. I mean, they don't care. So so they have a certain thing they're doing, and that's their agenda. We don't know what it is, but still, it's basically bullshit.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, literally, they would rather line us all up in boxcars. I heard someone the other day, it was moderator Pee Wee, that said to me, I think it was live chat, she said this. She said, now they're trying to round up all the Trumpers, that's what she calls herself, and basically take him to concentration camps to recondition them to be a liberal. I mean, I'd like to see the news on this. Well, where's all these boxcars and stuff, and when are they doing it? It'd be interesting to see,
Well, news for you: the Pentagon, something happened with them. They had I think 165 million IP addresses being managed with the Pentagon by a shadow company. That just came out, and it happened on the day of Biden's being president, I think, or inauguration or something.
It's a mess.
What do you think about that? I just read that.
Well, I think about it like this, Cam. I watch a movie and I see people walking around in movies going swimming, wearing no mask. And I'm thinking, are those the good old days or what the fuck?
Yeah, like if you get in the pool water, you gonna get infected? Damn, it's like life is fucking getting crazy.
Oh, I know, right? I mean, we all gotta prep and prepare while everyone else suffers. That's what I'm trying to teach you guys. But there's a lot of people out there that don't give two shits about prepping. They only care about their next fix or their next high or whatever, you know. But there's a lot of people out there that don't give two shits about prepping. They only care about their next fix or their next high or whatever, you know.
I tell you, the feedback's not me. I think Kimberly has her YouTube app open while being in the
I
browser.
think she's got it on her TV too, man.
That might be too.
Turn it down.
Anyways, it's all cool. I mean, to me, I just can't fucking believe, there's all these conspiracies. And it's like, to me, I'm like, we got a new president. Let's see what he can do. That's the thing. I mean, literally. I mean, there's a lot going on. I mean, I'm having visions all the time. Prep. That's what I'm seeing. Prep all the time.
All these conspiracies and stuff. I mean, sometimes things come true.
That's true. That's why I stay prepped up.
I mean, if Russia invaded us, I would think they would rape us like they did the Germans, because that's in history.
The Russians aren't going to be invading us, man.
All the Russians raped the Germans when they invaded the Germany, Yeah,
well, you got to remember, Russia didn't invade Germany only. It was England and the Allies, including America. We all invaded in a three-way prong attack.
Then they would
feed by General Patton himself.
Then they would feed the dead to the hogs after they raped them. That's fucking terrible.
Yeah, it is.
I don't like Russians because of that. That's cold-hearted as hell.
It is, but I
Russians
tell you
aren't going to be doing anything to us. That's the thing. What's going to happen is you're going to have a civil war on your hands soon. If it gets out of hand, and we have to prepare for a possible civil war where we're prepped up, ready to go, and we're not.
I'll tell you one thing. Even though there have been people running around this neighborhood, crazy people with a gun, I'm friends with all kinds of people, I'm not bad or anything,
Yeah.
That's a shame when these people are going places and shooting up a few people that they don't even know.
Yeah, they scare the camera by holding a pistol to intimidate you and then walk off.
That's
well,
fucked up.
CNN's always showing some fucking news, or Washington Post. I get tired of it.
Yeah.
At night in Florence, your ass will probably, I did it one time, but you shouldn't do it when it's real dark.
Mm.
You
did what?
They call Florence Little Chicago because murders and stuff.
Yeah.
Here's something that's interesting for news. Funky Pickles seized by Border Patrol turned out to be $4 million in meth. Funky Pickles.
Wow. So
Oh,
people
just
are
recently,
still.
somebody stole the ATM near us.
Oh wow.
And then they did it again at Timmonsville. Whoever it was, somebody's been stealing ATMs and shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
What, the whole machine?
Yeah, and this things hold like maybe like 150 or $200,000.
Damn.
Did they get the guy that stole the ATM?
No, not that I know of. Whoever's doing it's a professional.
Maybe they worked for the company at one time.
I don't know. They take the whole thing.
That's what I'm saying. They probably knew what they were doing.
Big ass truck, probably.
Yep.
Yep. So Rita's right. Got to be prepared. And what if there's no ATM? Someone stole it.
No, what I said, Cam, is
Oh,
you know
wow.
as well as I do, damn well I said, that when people turn around, they might take away cash altogether. Then what are you going to do when you don't have cash money? And they're basically telling you have to have a debit card. And then they sit there and they say, oh, look, Cam bought hemp online. All right, roll up, block it. Next thing you know, you're getting a government guy coming and saying you can't do that because they're watching what you're buying now. I mean, literally, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to control what you do, how you do it. I mean, literally.
Well, the government does know what you're buying if you're using a card.
Well, the government also knows what you do when you have one of those government prepaid phones, that they give you for free. I mean, the other day, my government phone had an app bomb in it, basically disabling the entire phone. Chloe says, well, what do we do? The sheriff came out. The phone's not working. I said, easy. Take it apart piece by piece. Dispose this piece here, dispose that piece there, use the public toilet, flush the SIM card. SIM card's trackable, but what are they going to do? Track it to the sewage treatment plant? I said, I'll order a different phone. So I bought Track Phone. 2 of those crappy flip phones. I'm like, do they have no apps? They have nothing. The government, what are they going to do? Triangulate where I'm at. They don't have an app that tells me the GPS. Oh, yeah, Rita's in the public bathroom over here. Nope. I took care of that problem. I'm not going to allow the government to track me if I don't have to.
Yeah, because I have a neighbor that gets his check and he takes all the money out the bank because he doesn't want the government knowing what he's purchasing.
So Macabri asks, do you allow your rabbit to walk around the house? Yeah, when Moppy's out and about, but if you notice, my cage is empty. The neighbor messaged me wanting to play with the bunny, so the neighbor's got the bunny right now. Or the neighbor and her 14-year-old daughter's playing with him. So,
Yeah.
Lucky bunny.
Yeah, bunny likes the neighbor. No, the neighbor's in love with the bunny, but her mom doesn't want to get her a bunny. So she's like, can I borrow your bunny? Sure, go ahead. It's a time where you can clean the cage too, but I'm sending Chloe down to get beer first. So, I'll ask my neighbor, you need milk? Because I'll send Chloe down to the store to get you some more when she gets my beer. The neighbor will be really happy about that,
Yeah.
The other day, I think I told you, Kimberly, the neighbor told me the entire grocery store is stripped. Only milk available is $10 a gallon for organic milk.
Wow. That's bad.
Meanwhile, great value for $1.18.
Yeah, if you got a
Well,
Walmart nearby, if you don't got a Walmart, you're screwed.
Crazy. Baker's paradise, basically.
Well, I'm sorry to say it, but I go through the farmer's co-op store here for my milk. I pay $7.99 for a half gallon of organic, and every time I return the bottle, I get $2.50 off the next bottle of milk because they charge like $5 for the organic milk and like $2.50 for the glass bottle. I mean, right here, I got 3 of these, so I'm good on milk. And they charge me like $2 refund back for my chocolate milk. So I recycle the bottles to them and I get credits back. Apparently the milk company told the co-op that I must be the only one returning the bottles because no one else does. They like throw them in the trash.
You have an app where you scan your receipts and get money back for your purchases on groceries?
No, because I don't. The thing is I don't. I have Chloe do the shopping, and we don't have Walmart. So to me, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It
You don't
takes
have
Chloe
Dollar
about
General?
8 hours to go to Walmart every time she decides to go. Cam.
You ain't got a Dollar General around you?
Nope, we live on an
I
island,
do.
dude. We live on an island. Here, let me show you something. I got thanks to Cam and his donation. I'm going to show you guys something. All right, so I'm going to show you a website real quick. All right, so let me turn on screen share for both of you. I think Kimberly's seen it, I think, but if you haven't, go ahead, Cam. You can say how beautiful this is. Here it is.
Yeah.
This is our island right there. That's how to get there. That's my float plane.
That water looks pretty clean.
That's the Salish Sea, brother. Let me
So
show
that's,
you about. Let me show you a
that's
picture.
gorgeous.
See, look at this. Look at this picture. That's part of our islands.
That's gorgeous.
And then if you go here, go to San Juan. That's where I live, by the way. You got the right here. You got the lighthouse on the other side of the island. Right there. That's gorgeous. That's on Lime State Park. You got there's our Friday Harbor right there. Let me show you something else in a second that's cool. We got right there. There's another picture of the lighthouse right there. I mean, literally, there's the American camp, the British camp, lime kiln, alpaca farm, lavender farm. I mean, we have so much to do here, and it's all gorgeous. Oh, and we have foxes here too, by the way.
Nice.
So let me show you this.
Alpaca.
Llama farm. Here, let me show you this. Check this out. I don't own this, but this is live for anyone to view. That's the harbor right there.
Nice.
That's where I live, right there at the end. Right there down at the end, there's a little fish market. You can get fresh fish there.
Yeah, I'd be outside every
You
day
ever
if
go
I
fish
lived there.
yourself, Rita?
What?
You ever just go fish for something yourself to get cooked at the Chinese restaurant?
No, because I got to get a fishing license, and that's like $90. And you might get lucky, you might not fishing on the into the harbor. So, and there's a ferry boat. You can see there's a ferry boat parked right there at the end.
Is that
So
what
only
Chloe
way
takes?
that one goes to the inner islands for free. That's the one Chloe takes. The other one is bigger. The other one has a 2-car deck. That's a single car deck.
You know what they told me when I got my fishing license one time? I'll tell you. They told me that the guy told me that they could make you pay child support through having a fishing license somehow.
Hold on a sec. Hey, Big, you want to join? Thanks
Not that
to
I have a
Cam
business
paying
with
the
it.
donation for the month, we can StreamYard. So you want the link? I'll give it to you. Anyone interested in having Big join us?
Yeah,
What do you
sure.
think about that, Kimberly?
I'm sure. Why not?
Here you
You
go,
know,
Big.
where
Click
Rita
on it.
lives, that looks like a vacation.
We're a
Said the
tourist trap,
government should
Chris.
make
We're a
you
tourist
pay
trap.
child support through tracking you with a fishing license.
Wait, but do you have old child support?
No, I don't. I don't have any kids. But he told
Oh,
me that before I got one. I was like, well, I ain't never having no kids.
that's funny. If you get a fishing license and you got child support, you got to pay up.
Right?
Yeah, they do
That's
that the
funny.
same if you go and apply for a concealed carry license. They know where you're at, so they charge you for child support too, Here we go. Big's joined. Hello, Big. What up, Brian?
Not much. I can't be here too long, so I just pop in for a little bit. But I 66 that dude.
Yeah. So what happened to yesterday? You said you were coming back, man. You never did.
Well, I had some company that stayed late, so I decided, it's too late because I'm 2 hours ahead of you. So
No, that's cool, man. That's cool.
And I'm 3 hours ahead of you.
Microwave.
Yeah, I'm Massachusetts.
Now I'm in Washington State, about 20 miles from the crow flies to Canada.
Oh.
And yes, it is a very like a vacation spot. A lot of people come here for vacations. I'll tell you
Yeah.
one thing. I was at this one place. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I'll share the screen share of it. Someone wants to join. Who wants to join now? Sorry, dude, we don't know you, so we're not letting you in.
Which
This
one
guy-
was it?
The guy named User USSR, that's United Soviet Socialist Republic Human, wanted to join us. I don't know the guy. It's hard to
How
say.
can he be in here when I just blocked him out of chat?
Well, I will kick him out completely. It says
Oh,
block
it says-
user.
Yeah, I hit the wrong dang button.
No, don't worry about it. So, anyways, let me just show you this if I can. Let's see. Is this the Yaki? I think it's the Yaki. Dude, quit trying to get in our room. Look,
Well,
banned
that's
from
it.
studio. I had to ban the guy. He basically tried again.
Probably a Joe relative.
Yeah, well, anyways, let me do this real quick. So my cousin and cousin-in-law came to visit a while ago, Christmas time, and they stayed here at this hotel. Let me show you the pictures. So they were on this floor. Oh wait, is that the one? No, that ain't the one. Sorry, wrong one. It was the Eloa suite. Is this it? Yes, look at this. Look at this hotel. This is where I stayed at Christmas time with my family.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I remember
nice.
you showed that before. That's nice.
No, I know, isn't it? I mean, the window alone was good for taking photography pictures. And that kitchen is just nice for cooking Christmas dinner, I tell you. And it's got its own little area. We were smoking pot out there, having a grand old time. And then look at that. They got a big TV and a little fireplace. And don't forget, there's a couple other things that's really nice. That's the master bedroom right there. And then
Wow.
my bedroom was right there. I had a door that goes right outside.
Wow, that's beautiful.
And then they didn't have a tub, but they have a nice bathroom. And I'm telling you, it was really nice. Cost my cousin, it's above the coffee shop. And so it's like $500 a night they paid for it. The coffee shop's right there in the lower part, Salty Fox. But I'm telling you, it was really nice, I tell you. I mean, I could not believe how nice it was, you know. I mean, that was it was a blessing by itself, you know.
Yeah.
Of course, what wasn't blessing everyone was Chloe turned around and called my family redneck hilljack, so she didn't get to spend Christmas dinner with us, or Christmas Eve, or the day after Christmas, or the day after. And that's when my cousin turned around and told me he's moving to Texas. That Christmas Eve, he told me he's moving to Texas. That's why he came to visit me.
Last Christmas?
2020, yeah. 3 months later, they moved to Texas in March this year. They drove up from Portland, spent the Christmas 4 days with me, and then left.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, well, it saddens me that they don't want to live in a blue state anymore, so they decided to live in a red state.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, you were around at Christmas time, weren't you, Big?
Yeah, I was here. I was here way before that.
Hey, do you remember what my cousin gave me for Christmas?
Let me think. I remember you getting a bunch of stuff from different people, but I can't remember exactly what you got.
Pee-wee gave me towels. Moderator Pee-wee gave me towels and soap. My cousin gave me this. By the way, this is a winter coat that basically is completely lined. Basically, they gave me this for Christmas. The thing can keep you toasty year round, but winter time, this will keep you. This is all you need for winter, man. They also gave me a matching set of a beanie cap, a scarf, and a pair of gloves. Jammies, as you know, fell apart. Remember that, Cam? Or big, I mean.
Yeah.
And then they got me, which I got to use again, which I haven't used, is my laptop. Remember they gave me that gaming laptop that was like $2,000.
Yeah, that's the one you had to wait forever to open up, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And once Chloe got her laptop, I got to open mine up, you know. And I've used it 3 times. I got to get into it again. I've just been so lazy, you know. But yeah, they gave me one of those MSI 17-inch gaming laptops, which is really good. And then Chloe loaded me up, if you remember, with a lot of games. Were you there when I finally got to open my Christmas present 3 weeks later?
Yeah, I remember you opening it.
You remember how many games I got, man?
Was it about 4 or 5?
More like 150, if you remember correctly. And about 100 movies. Here we go. I'm going to have a pint of beer, people.
Which one is that?
Guinness Extra Stout. See?
Oh,
right
okay.
Here, Guinness Extra Stout. Now, children, if you're watching this channel, please turn it off. We're doing adult things, and I don't want to be flagged because you're watching my channel. There's nothing to see. Move along. I had to say that so many times when I did my cigar channels. Ugh.
Yeah.
I used to love doing cigar channels with my husband, you know?
Well, that's a cold one for sure.
Yeah, I have my own cigar channel. I used to review booze and liquor too there. I'll tell you what, last year Chloe bought me a present that I'm almost out of, but would you believe this costs $450 and it's 50-year aged cognac. What do you think?
That's 400 and what?
$450 and it's aged 50 years.
Wow.
I think it's almost gone.
Cognac. What do you think? What did you say, Big?
You said, what do y'all think? And I said, I think it's almost gone.
Oh, yeah. Well, this costs $180 a bottle. I like this better, though. Remy? I've been thinking of getting a bottle for Mother's Day for myself. That's one of my favorite is Remy's. I like Remy's.
That's Remy Martin?
Oh,
I never seen it in that shaped bottle.
this is Remy Martin's.
I'm afraid if I was drunk in your house, I'd reach down there and get that Evan Williams with the Dawn dish soap liquid in it.
You know. And this is Hennessy. If you didn't know, this is Hennessy XO. But I prefer Remy's myself. So, I put Dawn dish soap in it, you know, because the bottle broke. And I didn't want to waste Dawn dish soap. So I put it in whiskey bottles. One's that's you remember Evan Williams is one, but don't forget, besides Evan Williams, there's dish soap in the Jim Beam Devil Cut, too.
Well, you drink the Jim Beam Double Cup, then you'll be blowing bubbles.
Yeah, well, Devil Cut, I think Devil Cut, what is it, 100 proof? Devil Cut is 90 proof.
Yeah, that'll have you blowing bubbles for sure.
Yeah, well, I rinsed the bottle out completely. They were empty, so I just put the dish soap in there so I didn't waste the dish soap. So I was like, oh, yeah, I'll rinse this out and fill it up with dish soap. My husband used to take floor cleaner, blue floor cleaner, and put it in the 4 roses that his grandpa emptied a long time ago. He had in his basement. I think it's sitting on his pool table. Well, my pool table. Dad told me when he passes away, the pool table goes to me. 1-ton slate pool table.
Yeah.
You know, I miss those old little Krups beer tenders, the little where you get the little mini beer kegs that go in it. They don't even make those anymore.
Mm.
I used to buy Newcastle Brown Ale and keep it on hand all the time. Husband had his own beer tender with Heineken and Heineken and one other type, but he liked his Heineken.
Yeah, I've seen those in Heineken's.
Yeah, and they still sell the kegs, but you can't put them in the beer tender. They just put a little spigot on the end.
Yeah, I see those in the fall over here in New England.
They are a real good value, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I could not see myself drinking a keg of beer by myself. That'd be just too much.
Not for me. No, I'm only kidding.
If I win the Mega Millions, I'll send you a beer keg. I'll send you like a specialty bar with that has like 12 kegs, and you can have as long as it takes to drink all 12 kegs on it. You can tell me,
Yeah.
Rita, it took
Yeah,
you 12 months to drink 12 kegs.
that would be nice to last me the whole summer.
3 months for 12 kegs. You do know a keg's like 55 gallons of beer, sis.
She drank the whole keg. I want a video of that.
That's what I said. I'd buy it just you know what? I used to tell my husband, I used to say, hubby, he'd be like, yeah, let's save some money. And he'd be like, what's the goal? I want one of those Jim Beam whiskey barrels. He's like, do you just buy the barrel? No, they fill it up with whiskey. So you get 1,000 bottles or something, or maybe it's 115 bottles of Jim Beam. I'm like, they put a little spick on it so I could just keep filling up my whiskey bottle and drinking it down. He's like, I don't want you being a drunk, wifey, but it's cool, man. I remember my husband's worst regret once.
Back.
Safeway had a deal on Evan Williams. It was like $6 a fifth, so I bought out as many as I could. Then I got drunk. He didn't like it. He dumped them all down the drain. Bad hubby. I made some mistakes with my husband, but he stayed with me, you know. But $6 a fifth for Evan Williams at the time was a great deal, I tell you.
You remember those party balls?
Yeah. I do.
I don't even know if they make them anymore, do they?
I don't know. So Kimberly got kicked out for some reason. Got kicked out, sis, by mistake, or hit backwards by mistake?
Yeah.
Hey, I'll be right back. Some more cigarettes.
She was working on that keg of beer.
Mark basically kept hitting back out, remember? But he still can't figure out his new phone to get in here. You know?
I guess he will one of these days.
It's not
He
that
said he
hard.
had to go take it to a specialist to see how come he can't get in use it. I mean, literally, it's everyone else can get into it. Why can't he? You know?
Did he ever get in before?
Yeah, he did before he replaced his phone. His old phone worked just fine. His new phone, he can't figure it out.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Chloe to go get my beer so I don't run out. So I'm slow sipping this. I'm slow walking it.
What are you getting? The same kind?
No, I'll tell her to either get me a Irish Death, Guinness, or something else. She's got 3 gas stations she can go to. 4 if she sees Chris. Chris closes at 7. By the way, I'm friends with Chris. He's a shop owner here in town.
Oh, nice.
He owns what they call the Mercantile. Great guy.
Yeah.
And then on this island, not to be jokingly, but this island only supports Shell gas stations. So everything on this island is Shell only. Shell down at the pier, Shell down at the other pier, Shell, 3 Shell fuel stations here. We just have all Shell. Even in the other islands, there's Shells.
Now, on your island, what grocery store is on that island?
There's King's Marketplace and Friday Harbor Marketplace, and they are both owned by the same guy. The same guy also owns the San Juan Brewing Company and makes that beer I was telling you about.
Oh,
He
okay.
also owns the Marine upstairs from the grocery store, a sporting goods store, a t-shirt shop, and 1 other business. So he owns like 6 businesses on this island.
They taking food stamps?
Yeah, I'm back.
They do take food stamps at both grocery stores, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Well, let me see real quick. I'm just curious out of nosiness. King's has a weekly ad, so let me see what's available. So I'll share it with you guys because they always have something. I like to share screen, so let's just do this. So let's see. It says weekly ad here at King's. It has beef petite sirloin steaks, country ribs, and drumsticks. I love drumsticks. Fried drumsticks is the best. Bacon. Some of the prices are a little expensive though, but you know. Southern grown chicken legs. I'll take those. That'd be my affordability for the week. They also talk about the grocery store we don't have a liquor store here, so all the booze now is sold instead of from the state liquor store. The grocery store does it. So, we have
Yeah, she'll be right
let's
back.
see, wine, rum, gin, seltzers, and some other brews right here on sale. So that's the bottom. So the last out is that, So, and then Marketplace has their own ad too, which you go Friday Harbor Marketplace ad. They usually are cheaper than King's. And you go here and you get lemons are on sale. Don't want that. Here we go. T-bones. I can go get some T-bones, people.
That's good.
You got boneless pork chops too, so and I don't think they put in booze in here. No, they don't. And they always put a recipe here, like grilled jerk chicken tenders. Here we go. Organic beer right here.
Do you get brats there too?
Yeah, they sell brats. They sell Little Smokies. They sell a lot of different things. They sell that's where I got the deal on the corned beef, which I need to cook the corned beef. I think I gotta cook it tomorrow or something. So cook corned beef.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not a bad setup. A beautiful island too.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like is the electric bill, but I'm fine paying a little more for the electricity here. But otherwise, I have no complaints. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it looks like a vacation to me.
It's a perfect vacation spot. We got plenty of hotels, plenty of shops, plenty of everything. One of the best places for coffee is the coffee shop I go through. I mean, you go here and I'll show you. You go to order coffee, for example, and they have so many different blends. They have a dark roast, medium roast, decaf. I mean, you can't complain. I always get coffee through my friend, and I always give her business. I try to avoid buying coffee from Amazon. I just go through her and pay a $1 or $2 more or something. Sorry about that. $1 or $2 more or whatever, and it works. So,
is the coffee good?
She roasts her own coffee, so yes, it's in my opinion. Just let me show you my little coffee stash. In my opinion, the others are store brands. The others is like Amazon, but this is all the coffee I still have to grind up in the grinder and put in my can when it's empty. So I got 5 packages of organic coffee right here. Budget Gourmet and Estate Blend, good blend.
Wow.
Costa Rica, they're all dark roasts, by the way. I like dark roast. Guatemalan Natural and Sumatran Blue Ling Tong.
Oh, yeah. See, I like a dark roast. I usually get French roast.
Yeah, well, they have a French roast. They also have an espresso roast, but I prefer these ones because I've tried them all and I find these ones to be the best.
Yeah, I like it dark.
And she's very good. She also ships to nationwide too. The more coffee you buy, the less shipping you pay.
Yeah.
It's affordable.
I bought a coffee. What is it called? A donut blend. It was way too light. I was like, this is like drinking water.
Oh, I know. I mean, I have one right here. You see? Right here. Donut Cafe.
Yeah, it's too light.
Amazon.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know. It's supposed to be a medium roast. It's not even a medium roast. I'm still trying to finish it up so I can start using the coffee grinder.
Yeah, I got some of that. It's been sitting in my home for a good 6 months. I'm like, I'm not drinking that unless shit hits the fan.
Yeah, I'm trying to finish up the donut blend because I prefer a dark roast myself. So
shit hits the fan, I'll be drinking it. But other than that,
my opinion is when it comes to coffee, ground coffee doesn't last as long as whole beans. Always keep whole bean on hand and always have a grinder. And I have a grinder, so as soon as my coffee's ready to go, I'll grind up a bag of coffee and put it in that empty coffee can I'm using, and then I'm good to go for a while. I just don't like drinking something that tastes like water, you know?
Yeah, it does taste like water to me as well, so I don't really do that kind. But at least you got a grinder. You can probably grind a little and mix a little of yours.
Yeah, well, my grinder's like, I spent like $150, and this grinder is like 30 years old. I bought it when I was like 12 or 13, and I've been grinding coffee with it since. Keeps sharp and still works.
Cool.
It works, man.
Coffee since you were 12?
I've been drinking coffee since I was probably 10.
Oh, wow.
My mom gave me a coffee pot, told me to drink my coffee in my room. So I had a little coffee pot in my bathroom, and, you know, my mom gave me a microwave and told me to microwave my dinners in a little freezer. She didn't want to see me much, so she prepared me, and I just lived on my own mostly.
Oh, wow.
When I was in elementary and middle school, my mom was my cafeteria lady. So
Your mom was a cafeteria lady?
Hell yeah, she kept transferring.
Wow, lucky you.
Did you get extra food?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, my friends.
Me, I always had to pay extra, you know. But I made friends with the cafeteria ladies because when certain things were on the menu, they knew I had to have double, triple, or even quad, and they provided it to me. They also told me if I didn't have time for breakfast in the morning to get to school a half hour early in the gym, they always served a hot breakfast. So I always had like a breakfast sandwich every morning, too.
It was nice. I'd be sitting in class and my mom would come see me and she'd be the cafeteria lady feeding me and all that. I felt love, you know, when she was there in, you know, elementary and middle school.
Yeah. Lucky you.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the old coffee truck pulling in every morning in high school, and they'd have like Joe, you could get a driver's license to drive. I never graduated high school, but ninth grade they had a coffee truck. After ninth grade, I couldn't pass, so my stepfather took me under his wing, and I became a roofer. 16 to I don't know how long until I went to Australia, but I worked, and then when I came back from Australia, I helped him out again. The only thing Dad didn't like was when I was driving, I would never touch my truck. I'd be like, here, you drive this. You just don't like the gas bill in it. No, I got your gas card and I got the diesel truck. I'll see you in the morning. I drive the diesel truck always. He had to drive mine because mine was a gas guzzler until he finally decided he was done with it and he started modifying a van for cheaper fuel. My truck was a 1-ton dually with a 454 under the hood, so it was getting like 6 miles city and 8 highway. I was like, no thanks, man. I don't want that gas bill down. That diesel got like 30 miles highway and like 28 city or something. It was a nice diesel engine, so I was like, I'll take the diesel, man. I just like driving myself because I didn't like my adopted sister. My adopted sister was blind and retarded, so if you didn't get McDonald's, someone is getting an ass beating if they were in the middle seat of that pickup truck. So I learned very quickly. I'll drive myself, and by the time the old man got to work every day, he worked 4 hours. I'd already put in 6. I got those roofs done faster than him. Then we had a falling out. That was it. We had a falling out when he told me that even though I was born hermaphroditic, I was meant to be a man. I said, no, thanks, sir. You can kiss my ass. I'm not going to be a man. That was it. He was one of those Catholics. You're going to hell if you do this. Well, fine, I'll go to hell. How
long were you in Australia?
5 years.
Is it nice there?
It's beautiful. I lived outside of in a suburb in Melbourne called Footscray.
Oh, nice.
Now Footscray is the drug capital of Australia, but back then, 20 years ago, it wasn't the drug capital. It was really nice.
You see anybody fight a kangaroo?
No, I've been out in the bush many times. I've seen kangaroos, wallabies, wombats. You do know the large fruit bats are huge too, man. Those fruit bats are really big. I mean, they have wingspans of 6 or 8 feet in length when they're hanging upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah, fruit. Wonder if they'll eat a kiwi.
They do. Let me show you something if I can. Here we go. Let me show you something. Okay. I'm going to show you guys something that might be kind of disturbing or might be disgusting to some, but let me just show you this. The Royal Botanical Garden. This is what they have at the Botanical Garden in Australia. Anyone seeing this?
Yep.
What do you think, Cam?
Some big bats.
Yeah. I mean, look at these trees. There's about 1 million of them around the Botanical Garden. Look at this one.
Oh, my God.
Well, I know. That's Australian bats for you. I mean, they're huge. How about this? Look at this.
For some reason, though, I do love bats.
I don't.
I do. They're cool.
I don't. To me, I'm afraid of them.
These bats are hanging around during the daytime. That's why I'm going, oh, my God.
Yeah, you ever had a snake around your neck or anything like that?
The tiger snakes in Australia, you got to watch the public parks in Australia because they warn you.
Have you ever had a python?
No, they have tiger snakes. Australia has 23 of the deadliest snakes in the world there.
But as far as a pet snake, have you ever tried that?
No, I don't like snakes either, man.
I had a snake named Sparky. He loved me. He got too big. I had to give him to somebody.
Rita, these bats are outside in the daytime.
Yeah, they hang upside down at night right there.
He bit me one time over a mic. He didn't mean to. He loved me. He was the best snake ever. He loved me. He'd go all around my neck.
This
a
is
weird
what they
fish.
call a flying fox. Look how big the wingtips are. It's about 6 to 8 feet in length right there.
Mm.
They're huge. I mean, when they hang upside down, it's like having a human hanging upside down in a tree. I've had them visit me in the bush.
Wish
Oh, boy.
they changed the genetics on a ball python to not grow so big.
Do these bats attack people?
No, they're curious about humans, but they don't bite people. They're docile. They don't have rabies. They eat fruit. They're fruit bats.
I'd give him a piece of fruit.
No, I've seen them eat fruit, but they're huge, man. I'm telling you, they are the hugest bats.
Be like a parrot. Here's some fruit.
I mean, literally, I've seen them fly at night, and they can scare the shit out of you at night if you don't know what they are.
Yeah, I like
They're just
that.
so huge. Oh, look at this. Look at this. This is a picture of people hanging, of bats just hanging upside down, roosting. See how
Hell,
big they are?
me myself, I got like vampire teeth. Maybe that's why I like bats.
Oh, that's disturbing. That is crazy.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna end the share screen, but you get the idea, the size comparison of these bats. I mean, they're just
Yeah.
fucking huge. I mean, they literally give me the heebie-jeebies.
Me
And I've
too.
seen small ones like this above my door.
I let one land on my arm and feed him some fruit.
No, I
No,
think I'd
those
have to
things
call.
would rip your arm off, dude. Their claws alone would make your arm basically snap like a twig. They're very heavy. They have to have some strong limbs to support themselves. Your arm isn't as
If I had a
strong.
leather armband, if I had a leather armband, he could land on.
If I open my
Leather
door and see
armband would
that,
still basically break through it, Cam, and they'd break your arm. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I've seen these guys in action.
if I open my door and see that, I'm calling 911.
What
I've
if he
seen
could kill a bear?
I've seen some really strange things out in the Australian outback, so
You think the bat that size could kill a bear by landing on its head and ripping its head off?
it could if it wanted to, but the bear would be stronger. The problem is a bear and a bat has never lived. There's not, for what I understand, the bears are only in zoos. Otherwise, they're not in the outback. I've been.
We got them damn scorpions that come in your house down here.
Yeah, and you got to shake your boots out every morning too, don't you, Brian?
Like nymphs.
Do what?
You got to shake your boots out every morning too, don't you, Brian?
Oh yeah, especially during the summer.
You can you'll see the poison in the lips where it bit you, or stung you. My bad.
I've been bit twice. Both times they ran over my feet.
And it looks like a kiss when they stung you, right?
I basically
it's like a wasp thing. Looks like a wasp thing, really.
I heard that in El Paso, you can wake up in the middle of the day or in the morning and see a scorpion upside down halfway on your wall. It's like suction cups to them. I heard they just climb up walls.
Oh yeah, one house I lived in one time had some little baby ones. You could barely see them on the walls. They're about the half size of a little penny, and them things will sting you just as bad.
Oh, I know. We had scorpions where I used to live in Eastern Washington, and you leave them alone,
They get into your house?
Yep.
Yes.
In Texas, probably New Mexico too.
Yeah, they come up through your drains and everything.
You know what I heard that's deadly down in Texas as well as New Mexico? The Gila monsters. I hear they could spit 30 feet with poison.
Well, I haven't seen one of those, so.
They're ugly little lizards, but they're the Gila monsters.
Rattlesnakes are pretty bad down here.
Yeah, I hear you got to be careful with rattlers too. That's why you carry a little Derringer 2-shot Snake Slayer with 410 shotgun. You see it, you just pop its head off and you move along. Or you use 45 shot shell and your 45 ACP and you just basically defend yourself against snakes. They have those 45 shot shells.
Yeah, I had a pretty good sized chicken snake that come through the dryer vent one time.
Oh my God.
I had a big old snake, and it came through my backyard.
I had one come outside my patio once, getting ready to open the door, and Moppy alerted me, and I opened the sliding door, and there's one slithering across my patio. I was like, I ain't going outside, man. What's really worse is Moppy one time was barking, and it's like 120 degrees in the evening, like midnight, and I hear Moppy barking. So I open up my blinds because I was like, yeah, there's a funny smell coming from the air conditioner. I know what it was. It was a stinky cat. And we call them stinky cats because, you know, they're the pole cats. And one's looking at me and it's got its tail up. And I'm like, go ahead, spray. I'm behind glass. But, man, I could smell it through the air conditioner. It was not pleasant. One time I was walking Moppy, and Moppy stood about 3 feet for one with his tail up. I backed away slowly as fast as I could, turned around, went to a different direction. I'm like, we ain't playing with those, Moppy.
Right.
And then one time Chloe turned around and told me she was walking Moppy, and one jumped out of a bush and scared her. And she's like, tail was up. She basically backed away slowly and let it go another direction. And then she said, soon as she backed away, she looked again, and like 5 or 6 popped out of the bush too, and they were going across the street in like a little chicken line.
They don't have anything here in New England.
You should be lucky you don't have skunks. You don't even have spotted skunks?
You know what?
Nothing that's gonna come in your house, nothing that's gonna attack you and shit.
Now you mentioned skunks. I had a dream last night that in my backyard there was a skunk that was running through and it sprayed me.
Now you'll see skunks out at night if you're running around out here, but I mean, you know, they're not coming to your doorstep.
Well, I live in the desert, so they're all over in the cities in the desert. Out here, they don't have them on the island. We have foxes. Black foxes and red foxes.
Every time I went to Virginia, a damn skunk would spray the car while we were on the road.
There's a lot of skunks.
I remember one time I was driving Dad's truck, and Dad's like, "Watch out!" And I said, "It ain't gonna hit the truck." And it went between the wheels and turned around, and then the back wheel, bam! And he's like, "You hit it." It turned around. He said, "I saw that." And I'm like, "Damn." He's like, now the truck's going to stink for a month. I'll take my van. Thank you very much. I'm like, yeah, very funny. Those things are dumb, man. They'll turn around and go.
4 times going to Virginia. That's why I stopped going to Virginia.
Because of skunks?
Because damn skunks on the road would spray the damn vehicles everywhere you went.
You should be lucky you don't run them over. When you run them over, their entire sack sprays all at once, Cam. And you can't get rid of that.
There's a lot of skunks here. There's a lot of skunks in New England, but they don't usually come around where you live. But you can always smell them, though, so they're somewhere nearby.
You know, they're somewhere. When you smell them, you're like, oh, skunks.
Yeah, yeah, there are skunks here, then, yeah.
What I enjoy the most out here and out where I used to live is the deers. They're like heavily populated deer areas.
Yep, there's a lot of deer here, too. Those are beautiful.
The neighbor next door has got an area fenced off. One time I took a picture, and there's like 42 deer in his yard. I just had to take a picture. I sent it to my cousin. He's like, oh, yeah, venison. Go get me one. I ain't killing you on the island for you, man. I ain't going to jail.
Well,
there's only 2 areas in this entire island you can hunt. Otherwise, the deer are sacred. I used to love, I still do, seeing deer. They're just so peaceful.
That they
we
are.
also have a bunch of black widow spiders down here, too.
Well, you should be lucky. You don't. You're not in the.
Where are you?
East Texas.
Damn.
You should be
No,
lucky.
don't
You should
play.
be lucky, Brian. In New South Wales, man, they got the funnel web. You know how bad the funnel web is?
How bad?
45 minutes, you're dead when it bites you. It's the most deadliest spider in the world. It hides in wood piles in houses. If you know what you're looking for, you always keep antidote nearby, because if it bites you, you take the antidote. Normally, you're safe, and then you find the little bastard and you kill it. Otherwise, you're dead in 45 minutes flat.
Yeah, that's like the brown recluse. We got some of those down here too.
Can they get in your house?
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Is there any like brown recruits or black widows or whatever traps you can set so you can trap them and then you don't get bit?
You can put those glue traps out. Or usually I'll spray the outside of my house all the way around the underpinning stuff with a demon, and that usually takes care of it for at least about 6 months.
Oh, I would do that all the time. Yep.
I would.
There was a guy in West Texas last year. His air conditioner or something was messed up under his house, the pipe that runs through the house, and they called the people out there and looked under his house, and he had like 300 rattlesnakes underneath there.
Damn.
It's on a video too.
Wow.
Hey, did you ever hear about the guy that died? He was sitting on a riding lawnmower and he went under a tree, right? Well, while he was mowing his lawn on the lawnmower crashed and broke down, but he died after he ended up going under a swarm of like killer bees or some killer hornets or something. They swarmed him when he went under with the lawnmower, and that was it. He was gone.
Oh yeah,
once.
I hear
What's
that.
a water moccasin or whatever? You know what that is?
No.
Some kind of snake. Well, anyways, my dad told me a story. He said some kid was playing with a snake and it bit him. It was like one of those water moccasins or whatever the hell they're called.
Water moccasins, yeah. Water snakes.
Yeah,
The
they're
damn
poisonous
poison
too.
killed him. And it was so sad, you know?
They call them water mosquito or cottonmouth down here.
That's
something
what
like
I
that.
understand. The once they bite you, that's it. And I hear they usually, if there's a storm and the storm steers them up in the river, they might have 5. If you're swimming, you might have 9 or 10 of them attack you at once, is what I heard.
Oh yeah, like if you're in a pond and you're doing some fish and you catch some little fish, you put them on a stringer, they'll come out of the water and go for those fish.
Well, I had a guy once basically borrow my knife. He ran and went swimming outside the Puget Sound once. He caught himself like 150-pound salmon. And he's like, "Can I use your knife to gut it?" As soon as he's pulling it up, I think it was a seal or a walrus or something. I can't remember. He just went after it, ate it. He was so pissed he borrowed my knife and went and killed the damn fucking thing. And said that motherfucker doesn't get my 150-pound fish. So he said, now I got to go home. And there's people videotaping it. He's like, now I got to go home and tell people that I lost my fish. The old lost my big fish story. So, I understand that. I hear crocs are really bad too, or not crocs, gators. Crocs are in Australia.
Yeah, Louisiana's got the most crocodiles and stuff.
Yeah, you mean gators, because crocs are saltwater and they usually are in Australia. Yeah. I've seen crocs, man, and down under. You don't want to deal with some of those, man. They are good.
I think some people eat them. Yeah, I heard people eat them.
Yeah, well, there's this little restaurant inside the Melbourne Shopping Center, the Melbourne Mall. It's 5 floors, and at the bottom floor, there's a shot tower where the story goes is when they had the hot lead balls that they made for muskets, they toss it off this shot tower. They call it the shot tower into a bucket of water down below. And eventually, they preserved the old shot tower, and what they did is they made a restaurant down below, and they served crocodile and emu omelets and koala steaks, and I'm telling you, the food was delicious there. But the crocodile just tastes like chicken if you know how to prep it right. Oh man, that was good.
Yeah, I've never eaten crocodile or anything like that.
Wallaby
I've
is good too.
eaten frog legs, but that's about it.
I like them.
I'd try it.
I've tried some good food, I tell you, some really tasty food over my years.
Squirrel.
Possum's not bad either if you know how to cook it right.
New England's loaded with possums and squirrels.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about
Eat
canned
possum,
possum.
squirrel
Like,
stew. It's always a good redneck hill jack meal. No offense to anyone being funny there, but you know.
you want some canned possum? It's delicious.
You know,
I'll fry you up some Texas armadillo.
You do know during the Civil War, when Abraham Lincoln visited some of the soldiers fighting the war, they were always eating possum or squirrel stew, by the way.
I don't know what that tastes like, and I don't want to find out.
Oh, it's really delicious. It's a delicacy. Hell, eating crawdads is a delicacy.
I'll just save that in case I'm starving to death.
Well, you know what?
Is good.
Let me put it this way. Most preppers will eat squirrel and possum if they have to, without question.
I think I'd eat a squirrel before I eat a possum.
Hold on. I got to say something. Rambo was the best. He with guns, with knives, with his bare hands, ate things that made a billy goat puke. Yep, that's about right with some people. They'll eat anything they have to survive.
You imagine that possum in his little face, and he's just wandering around. He's like, "You're not gonna eat me, are you?"
But what about eating boar? Boar's good if you know how to prep it.
I'll eat a boar.
Leg of boar is good.
Yeah, you gotta know. I think you gotta like cut their private off or something to make the meat taste better.
All I know is I grew up with a lot of survival books in case of, problems.
If you don't prepare a boar right, the meat will be tainted.
I've had boar many times, man, and it's cooked properly, trust me.
I mean, when you kill it and, start messing with it.
When you kill a boar, you've got to field dress it right away, otherwise all the meat goes bad.
Yeah.
You got to field dress it properly. When you know that, you're good. Hell, I'll tell you what I used to live. You know what I used to live on when I went traveling in certain places?
What, boar?
Reindeer and moose. I was in Alaska for a while, and I'm telling you, reindeer and moose is the staple up there. Reindeer sausage is really good, man. Reindeer brats, I should say, for Kimberly. I mean, you can't go wrong with the reindeer, man. And fishing is really good too, I tell you.
Yeah, I'm not against eating Bambi.
I'm not. If it's what I got to eat, I'll basically eat Bambi before dying, man. What about you, Big? Would you rather eat Bambi or die?
I'd eat anything to keep me alive.
Amen, brother. Amen.
I wouldn't eat anything, but I would eat that.
Not anything, but.
Well, you know what? Here's the deal, Big. Brian, I'll tell you. You and I will survive nicely in if there is a pandemic or a problem, right? We'll let Cam rummage around garbage cans for his food. What do you say, brother?
Hey,
I'll catch him a couple possums.
He won't touch the possums.
Rita, I've already done that before. I got yogurt that was fresh. And you know what? I ate it. It was fine.
Anyways, like I said to Kimberly,
I know how to go and get food if I need to. I'll go. They throw that shit out. I'll take it.
Yeah, like I said to Kimberly, reindeer brats and moose brats are really good, sis.
What about these people that eat raw meat?
The vegans, they're gonna really be hurting when the shit hits the fan soon.
Big Camo, you listening?
Yes, you
I'm
guys
playing
talk
with-
amongst yourself. I gotta use the can
I
real quick.
went to the grocery store where they threw out food, and I got freshly cold cantaloupe out of there, and it was a clean thing where they placed it. And I got all these cantaloupes, and I ate the hell out of it. It was all right. It wasn't bad or anything.
That cantaloupes are good.
So,
You got
I mean,
lucky.
people who think they're too good to do stuff like that, well, you're just missing out because I got a lot of good food when I did that.
How long ago was this?
Well, this was months ago. Me and my uncle got free food that they threw out.
Yeah, because grocery stores, they don't keep the stuff. They throw it away. They'd rather throw it out than give it away.
Shit, I ain't. Hey, you want to throw that shit out? I'll eat it. It's fine. I'll just eat it fast.
Yep.
Any meat, I'll freeze that shit and cook it soon, and it's still good.
Yep.
The thing is, you gotta know their timing when they put that shit out, and then get it when they leave.
Yeah.
Can't be raining or anything, you know. You gotta do it when the weather's fine.
Yeah.
Do it when
Well,
it starts getting dark, right when they put it out.
Yeah.
What's for dinner tonight, Kimberly?
Chicken quesadilla.
I hear you.
Simple, quick, and it was easy.
Cam, what are you eating?
I ate a pizza, some goldfish, and 2 yogurts.
Dang, y'all are way ahead of me.
Yeah.
No pork chops today.
Nah, probably chili dogs tonight.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Quick and easy.
Simple and easy. Simple and easy.
Hell, if my uncle still had a truck, I'd ride up there when they put it out again and try to get some cantaloupe.
Right.
Yeah.
Honeydew is good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I'd be a hustler, you know. I'd get my food.
Yeah. Gotta do what you gotta do.
Survive, yeah. Shit,
Yeah,
if
my
I was
food.
hungry, I'd be doing
My
that all the
food.
time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go hungry. I don't have to have money to survive.
Well, what are you gonna do?
I'm just saying, if I was all alone, I'd just go like what I did before and just eat like that. And no one would give me no problems. I'd be a hustler. Yeah,
That is
honest.
too much.
Cam said he's gonna hustle his food.
Yeah. That's too much work.
Hey, they ain't stealing because they're throwing it away.
Yeah. That's too funny. The shit hits the fan. I'm not trying to be out there looking for fucking food.
Well, shit hits the fan. I just hope we don't get raped from foreign soldiers.
If shit hits the fan, I'm gonna tell people I don't got a fucking thing either.
Someone talking Russian and trying to rape you. No, thank you.
It's I'm not gonna advertise the fact that I got a shitload of
I'm looking forward to being fed to no hogs.
gotta ration it out. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that felt better. Now I don't have any problems, you know.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I asked my neighbor if she needed anything since Chloe's going out to the store. She hasn't messaged back. So apparently she's them two are madly in love with my bunny. So
All you need to know, Kimberly, is the patterns around you. You can survive.
She got kicked off again. She'll be back momentarily, brother.
Yeah.
StreamYard's funny. By the way, Big, did you hear what I said earlier?
About what?
We got Cam to thank for this whole month. He paid for StreamYard.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's cool. You said something about $5 or something.
You hear that said, Kimberly?
Yeah.
I said, all you need to know is patterns around you to survive.
That's true too.
Yeah, that's how you hustle.
Yeah. Well, I think my hustling days are over. I'm 54. I'm good.
I hear New England's got some really good fishing up that way. When this pandemic's over, I thought about going up there and doing some fishing over in New England. Maybe you'd have some recommendations for fishing, Kimberly.
Oh yeah, they have great fishing here because you got Boston coast, you got the New York City coast. It's good. You got ocean fishing. It's good. You got
I'm
ocean.
talking about basically freshwater fish, not saltwater. I like fishing.
Freshwater too.
I like fishing. If you could see, I like fishing with my fly rods.
Yeah, we got freshwater fishing too, but we have it all,
Yeah, well, I hear it's really good, and I like fly fishing. Fly fishing's a special delicacy.
Yeah, I seen that movie. A river runs through it.
Hey, Big, do you remember I told you for my birthday last year I bought me a special fly rod for my birthday?
Yeah.
Right here. Limited edition, man.
Pretty expensive, wasn't it?
$1,250.
Yeah, that's
got
what I
two
thought.
tips and it'll take care of me for life. It's got a lifetime warranty.
That's good.
Yeah, I prefer fly fishing anyways, it's my birthday present. And as Kimberly says, you need to treat yourself once in a while.
You have to.
Oh, yeah.
I find this fly rod it's going to be really good when the pandemic's over. I'll try it out here on the lakes here in the island. Do a little trout fishing too,
I treat myself all the time. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I got a stack of fly rods in my arsenal. I can choose whichever one I want depending on what fish I'm catching. I use 4 to 6 weight. I don't use anything more. 8 weight is for saltwater. 8 to 10. 10 is if you want medium-sized salmon. 12 to 14 is for like tuna and swordfish. But they can be really expensive if you wanted tuna rod.
You ever been mud fishing?
No.
You want to try that one of these days?
Well, what is it exactly?
All right, they call it several different things, but you go out into a pond or a lake right up to shallow when the catfish come in during the spring to feed, and you stick your hand down in those holes down in there in the mud, and you can grab them out of them holes and bring them out.
With your hands?
Huh?
With your hands?
Yeah. They go down in the holes. They dig burrows down in where it's not too deep. You can walk out to it about knee deep, and you stick your hands down in there. You can wear gloves so you don't get poked, and you grab them out of there. Big ones.
I'd prefer to up here we have channel cats, and that's really entertaining to fish those too.
Yeah.
I used to go fishing with a buddy of mine. He used to laugh at me. So one day we went fishing in one of these irrigation canals. There's like thousands of trout down there, in the irrigation canals in eastern Washington. So you find an irrigation channel and you go there. He'd sit there and he'd like dangle his rod down low enough to see if they'd take it. Me, I'd basically lightly tap, throw my line out there, and tweak it, and every time I pull a trout up, and he'd be sitting there getting angry, going, "Well, we're going to try a lake." So I use lake stuff. He'd be like, "We're going to try this this river area." Same thing. He'd be like doing his thing, and he's like, "The spinners ain't working." I'm just like, tweak, 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 bam. After a while, he didn't want to take me fishing anymore. He thought I was a showboat when it came to fly fishing.
All right.
I mean, literally, if you know what you're doing with a fly rod, you can catch 90% of the trout.
Yeah. I don't know nothing. I couldn't probably use one of them. It'd probably take me a long time.
Not really. You got to learn 2 hand methods. 10-2, 10-2,
I'd,
10-2.
I'd probably flick it back and the hook would probably get my butt.
Mhm.
That's if you have too short of line. If you basically do this and you keep false casting and you keep dragging line out as you're false casting, you can launch that thing 50, 60 feet and start tweaking it in
Yeah, I've seen
and
them.
doing the figure of 8.
I've seen them
There's a
do it. I just
video
never
link.
tried it.
There's that video link. I should email you. Well, how I learned is there's a guy in England, totally awesome fly fishing on YouTube, Graham Green, and he's I think it's Graham Green, it's something Green. He basically taught me how to fly fish through YouTube, and I mastered it really quickly with my rod, And then after that, I started picking up other rods for other applications. Like if you want a 7-weight, the 7-weight is used for bass. Sometimes you can use an 8-weight, and then an 8-weight is for a steelhead, small steelhead, and the higher you go, the more likely, in Alaska, you want at least a 10-weight up there, unless you're fishing the rivers for trout or grayling, then it's a little different. I've been to grayling holes where the water's crystal clear and you could see probably 10,000 graylings feeding, and if you know what you're doing. I learned a long time ago before that how to fly fish a bit. The only secret is to tie your fly. Once you know how to tie your fly, you're golden. All you do is toss that out there lightly, and they'll take it every time. You also sometimes want to match the hatch. So you look at the bugs that are feeding, and you say, "Oh, I need a flying caddy, or I need a whatever." It works.
Kimberly, you ever fish?
Yes, I do. I like fishing.
Yeah, it's relaxing, ain't it?
I remember once when my uncle and I were fishing once in Australia. We were on a boat, and this guy came around and he said, "Fish biting?" And he says, "No." And the Australian ward went one way, and he was like about 10 miles away, and he's like, "No one's around." And I'm like, "What are you going to do?" We're in this boat. He's like, pulls out a stick of dynamite, tosses, and next thing you know, about 500 fish came to the surface. He says, "There, I got my fish for the day."
Right.
The guy was just like, bam, they ain't biting. Here we go. Some of these Aussies know what they're doing, but still, it's kind of dangerous using TNT in a lake. I wouldn't do it. Then it's noisy as hell.
Kind of fish we have here. Kind of fish we have here is bass and trout.
Oh, bass is really good eats too. You know what I like out here? Walleye.
Never heard of it.
It's basically a fish that only surfaces in springtime. It goes to the surface to fish. Otherwise, you need to troll with a boat to get them because they're on the bottom of the lakes. They're walleye. They're really good fish.
Wow, that's good.
And bass is always yummy to eat.
Yeah, that's what we have here in our regular streams and lakes.
Well, what about perch? Do you have any perch?
You can find that sometimes. Not often.
Well, out here we have kokanee trout, we have rainbow trout, we have expo trout. That's rainbow and brown.
Yeah.
We have brown trout and we have sea trout.
Any bass?
And then that's the legendary steelhead too. Yeah, and bass, and perch, and panfish.
Yeah.
We're in the Pacific Northwest, so we can always find something.
Yeah. On the East Coast too, because it's water here.
Another good thing to catch if you get the right season is flounder and halibut. You can catch some of those too. I've caught
flounder
and dab.
Yeah, flounder's good eating.
Oh yeah, isn't it?
Yeah, we have a lot of cod up here too.
Oh, Alaskan cod is really good. If you work the Alaskan fishing thing, you can bring home in 6 weeks, working 6 days a week. You can bring in like 30 to 50 grand working the light fishing trawlers up the Copper River. You can bring in a lot of fish too. It's a lot safer than going for Orphelia crab. Orphelia crab is snow crab or king crab. Those are the two deadliest catches of the world.
Did you do your review on that?
Yeah, we've got lots.
No, I didn't. But I'll tell you, I posted it to the owner on Google reviews. I'm telling you, I got a great review. Thanks for the review. The sandwich was just to die for. I've never had a better Alaskan cod sandwich in my life. Better than McDumpers and Booger King. Yeah. While you're here, Big, tell them about the sandwich, how you saw the picture of it.
Oh, it was a monster sandwich. Big 2-inch thick fried cod on there and a potato bun, wasn't it?
Yeah, potato bun, exactly.
Yeah.
Potato bun.
Wow. Yum. Yeah, they have a lot of lobster here up in Maine and Boston and all kind of seafood here.
Yeah, but you got to remember the best lobster in the world is rock lobster out of Australia. Not to brag, but when I was married a long time ago in Australia, I won't talk about my marriage there. They owned a lobster boat or several, so I got to help run the lobster boat sometimes. And lobster for dinner was always good. Fresh lobster for dinner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you ever seen that lobster sampler online where they give you like Australian lobster, Canadian lobster, Maine lobster, and South American lobster?
No, that sounds good though.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it. I think it's this website. I'll share it with you on screen share real quick. I got to grab my beer soon, but I always order that, you know. Oh, yeah, here it is. I found the right one, guys. Now, I don't want to blame anyone, including Kimberly, if you get hungry, so hopefully you ate, because this is great. Check this out.
You do this every time.
There you go. Look at this. The Around the World sampler. Look at this. You get one each of 6 or 7 ounce Maine lobster tail, an 8 to 10 ounce West Australian tail, 8 to 10 ounce North Australian tail, 8 to 10 ounce South African lobster tail. I mean, look at that. Around the world. They're sold out right now, but doesn't that look good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can do some other stuff like, for example, you go up here, you can do giant lobster tails. I always buy the giant ones just because I'm one of those that I have to have this, like this. Check this out. Right here. 20 to 24 ounce tails. Right there. North Atlantic lobster tails from Canada.
24-inch tail?
No, 20 to 24 ounce. So a 16 ounces is 1 pound. So this would be between 1 1/4 to 1 1/2 pound tails.
Yeah, that's a good meal there.
There is a few places you can get them bigger, but you can also, if you want, you can get like New Zealand tails too.
Lobster tail.
I mean, they got like these are New Zealand tails right there.
Yum, yum.
Or they have, like I was trying to say, they have South African tails. They're really good too, from South Africa. I mean, you can't go wrong with any of these. I mean, any of these from Lobster Graham are good. But if I want lobster, hold on, I didn't close it. If I want lobster, I'll go here. This place ships overnight. This place has the best fish in all of the world. I don't go anywhere else for fish. You go right here to this website, type place, click on Ship Nationwide, and go to crab and shellfish. You can get 2 pounds Dungeness crab, geoduck raw clean shelled, or king crab legs 1 pound, 2 pounds of snow crab. You can get Dungeness crab feast, 1 1/2 pound lobster tails. That's what I got for my birthday last year. It was tasty. Lobster tails, North Atlantic, right there, small tails. Or if you want something really tasty and good, you can get 5 pound or 20 pound boxes of king crab legs from Alaska.
Damn.
Or the
Yum.
shrimp cocktail that's fully cooked. That's really good too to make your own shrimp cocktail. I have those too. Look at this. Look
Wow.
at this picture. Look at this picture. Right there. Check this out. 20-pound king crab legs in a box.
Got me wanting a yacht and a bunch of crab.
Yeah, well, this place is really good. They also have other fish too. They have whitefish, salmon. I mean, everything's included. I mean, if you look at this, they got black cod, Alaskan cod, halibut.
20 pounds.
They even have catfish here too, Dover sole, rockfish. I mean, I'm telling you, they even have fresh rainbow trout. I mean, this is where I go multiple times a year for fish if I want something. Usually I'll buy like 5 pounds of crab legs, cook them up myself. That's it, you know.
Yeah, I probably want to try the rainbow trout.
Well, they also do salmon, man. They sell smoked salmon too, but you can get whole salmon. Like, look at this. This is why you want to work the Copper River in springtime. Look at that. This is a Copper River salmon right there, 10-pounder.
Damn.
If you want a bigger one, you can get it. If you want a bigger one, you can get a bigger one right here.
How much does a 6-pound go for? That's what I caught.
What? You caught a Copper River salmon?
No, I had caught a salmon, or no, I caught a bass.
I don't know.
How much
Bass
does
is a whitefish.
bass go for?
I don't know. This place I don't think sells bass. They sell whole steelheads, 5-pounders. They also
Okay.
sell.
I was
But,
looking at that fish. I was thinking, damn, that's a lot of money.
Well, yeah, but that's Copper River salmon. It's there. That's what it is. You can get whole cod right there, 4 pounds of cod for $59, but you can't go wrong, you know. Also, they sell right here Alaskan pollock fillets, 10 pounds for $60. So you can put those in your deep fryer and fry them up, man.
That sounds real good.
Oh, it is. How about this, people? Alaskan wild whole halibut, 20 pounds for $80. You can get a whole halibut right there, brother.
Wonder how many pounds the fish were when Jesus multiplied like a bunch of fish.
Jesus was the man, I tell you. But like I said, are you guys looking at this picture? There's a 20-pound halibut that's on sale.
Yeah, that fish is bigger than that guy.
I know.
Okay.
You can actually ask them to fillet it, steak it, half it, or whole it. I'd probably choose fillets. 20 pounds of fillets. They fillet it for free. I'm telling you, this is the place to go for fish. You know, it's Pike Place. They ship overnight too. They got specialty fish too. I think specialty means octopus, steelhead, albacore, tuna, ahi tuna, Alaska, swordfish. Made swordfish recently for Chloe. She loved it. Yeah, so you know. I mean, you can't complain. Hey, look, there's our local beer right there, Rainier. But you guys would, I mean, this is the place to go if you ever want, to get fresh seafood, man.
Pike's Place.
I like it. I mean, I love Pike Place. I just call them up or email them, and they're like, "Hey, Rev, what do you need?" I'm like, "Oh, I need this, this, and this. Put an order. You'll have it shipped tomorrow morning. Free shipping." I'm like, "Okay." And another good place to go get some really good meat is Snake River Farms. They make some really good steaks, I tell you. Good cuts of steak.
I'm writing this down.
Snake River Farms is I'll show you Snake River Farm, because that's another place where I go to prep. That's where I was telling someone the other day that they have 3-pound steaks you can buy there. So you go right here, Snake River Farms. It says right here, American Wagyu steaks, roast, grade, brisket. So say you want steaks, you click on steaks, right? It'll tell you exactly what cuts are available. For example, I like a certain cut, so I'll go down here and I'll look for other ones, or I'll do this. If I really want something, I'll put in search for cowboy steaks. Cowboy steak is a big cut of steak. It's a Texas steak right here. It's expensive, but it weighs an average 2.5 pounds. I mean, look at the marbling on the steak alone. Hold on. Look at the marbling on the steak right there. I mean, you get 2.5. When I bought 4 steaks, they gave me 3 pound, 4 pound, 5 pound, and 6 pounds for 125 each. Me and my cousin-in-law cooked up the 6 pound July of last year on a barbecue while chugging some cold ones, and we had enjoyed ourselves immensely.
No offense, but that steak's better than sex.
What? Yeah,
Wow.
exactly. It is better than sex. Look at this. This is the steak if it's on the cutting board. Here's the steak on the cutting board after it's cooked. Picture the cutting board. And this is the steak after the cutting board's cut, right there. And this is what it looks like if you're sharing with friends. Down below on just a plate, see?
I don't share my steak.
Nor do I, but I'm just saying that's average 2.5. They also do other things. I mean, look at this. You want some specialty steaks? Check this out. Oh, they do. Wait a minute. Where is it? Here we go. Prime rib. They sell some grade choice prime rib. It might be expensive, but you can get black grade, gold grade, cold grade, or cold grade, the big roast right there, the eye of rib roast or the eye roll. All these are the best in the world. So here's the deal. They don't have Irish test. Grab as many Irish tests as possible, and then just grab the Irish one. The
Guinness.
Yeah, Guinness. Sorry, I'm having a chat with them about food, Chloe. We're talking about steaks. You remember that 3-pounder I cooked you?
Yeah.
How was it?
That's good.
It was just good. It wasn't the
It was
best.
the best, yeah.
And why was it the best? See, she's not even thinking.
Steak sauce.
Aaron steak seasoning, yep. They also do Kabuta pork, too. They make their own pork. You can get specialty items or bacon. You can probably get some brats there, too, probably, maybe. Pork belly, pork shanks, pork ribs, pork shoulders, pork cheddar roast.
Rita,
What?
I'm gonna go play Dead by Daylight.
What, you?
Yeah.
So you're shipping off. Okay, then I'll still stay with the crew until they leave.
Okay. It's been nice spending time with you.
Yeah. Thanks for helping out.
No problem.
See you later, Cam.
Okay, see you.
I will share with you something that's a good prepping tool. Just let me show you about a prepping tool that you can order online. It's a little expensive. Let me just show you this because it's out of Seattle. And you guys are wondering about this. This is a good prepping tool. Salami that we have on hand.
That does look good.
You got classic salami, mole salami, hot sopressata salami, Chloe's favorite, fettuccine salami, piccolo, agurumi salami, piccolo. These are sold out, but you have the bigger 2-pounders, or some of them are available, some aren't. But I'm telling you, these are really good, salamis. They also do specialty meats too. They do specialty meats. Has anyone ever tried specialty meats? Has anyone ever tried some of the King of Prosciutto, for example? Check this out. It's expensive, but it's made, I believe, with lamb. Might be it's pork. This is pork. But I'm telling you, this is really good.
That looks good.
It is. It's a little kind of expensive, but it's like one of the best smoked meats you can get, and it's tasty. I mean, they make the Coro's out of Seattle, and they make it really good. Scudo's good. Seasonal offerings are good. I mean, Coro salami. It's called CoroFoods.com, and I'm telling you, you can get some really good deals making it.
Wow.
So I guess Brother Cam decided to leave. He was getting tired of all the food porn, as we call it, food porn.
That is some good food porn.
Hold on, Kimmy. I want to ask Chloe something. Hey, Chloe, tell Kimberly and Brian about Coro. She said it's really good salami. What about the other stuff? Yep, everyone loves that. So, Right. Let's see. Did I get a message yet or no message? Okay, well, don't worry about it then. I guess she's having a blast with the bunny. Being cooped up in her apartment for so long, I guess she's enjoying the bunny, I guess.
Hey, Rita.
Yes?
I wonder, can you go to Amazon and buy a cheap unlocked phone and then
Yeah,
just
you can.
put your Q-Link SIM card in it?
Yeah, you can if you have an actual unlocked phone. Yeah, you can.
Oh, okay. I figured you could. I just wanted to ask.
Well, I went and got track phone. I wanted one of those cheap ass flip phones. I don't get tracked, man. The government phone's a piece of junk.
Oh.
I look in there and I don't see my boon.
She's having fun.
Cam said he's in the chat room moderating while he is playing a game.
Playing a game, and okay, well, I guess he wants, I can't believe Cam decided to pay for this. I told him he didn't have to, we could have waited like a week, but we only get 20 hours free.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's playing music, not a game.
Yeah. Irish Death, they don't have that. They don't have Rubens, then stockpile the other stuff. I assume you're gonna want your stuff too, or are you skipping it? Well, it depends. Go on your way. My beer ain't gonna get refilled by itself if you stay lollygagging around here. No offense, Kimberly. I don't like waiting. My glass is half empty, and I'm still waiting for a refill. She's like the definition of the Pokemon Slowpoke.
That is hilarious.
And the definition of Slowpoke, and when it evolves, it goes into Slow Queen. I still gotta buy a shopping cart soon again, a replacement shopping cart for groceries,
Yeah, you gotta have one of those.
Yeah, my shopping cart wheel broke. I think Chloe overloaded the cart, but I don't know. I asked if the neighbor needed anything for groceries or anything. She's like, she didn't answer. So she ever messages me, say, come get Bunny, I will. I'll be the one doing it. Chloe's running out to the store. But I think they're enjoying themselves with the rabbit. The rabbit,
Well, that's nice. Once the rabbit got out.
Yeah, well, the girl is 14 years old and she has no video games, and her mom controls the TV, the Jehovah Witness, so she can get bored really easy, So I messaged her and I said, Chloe's got to clean the cage today. Do you want to take the bunny? And she's like, oh, yeah, but she never messaged me to say, come get Bunny. So I think her daughter's having a heyday with the bunny, which is fine by me because, Bunny gets some entertainment,
Yeah.
So when Bun gets back, his cage will be clean, I hope. Chloe's a slowpoke. It's 36 hours already, and the bathroom still isn't finished being cleaned.
Damn.
No, I know. She's very slow. I don't complain. I'm not trying to complain about her. I'm just saying slow. The bathtub's clean. The floor's been swept. It's got to be mopped. And the toilet needs to be cleaned, and then the sink does. She likes to spend most of her time on the internet.
I clean my whole house, but I do one thing a day, one room a day.
You know, I knew a lady that you would have loved. I can't remember her name, but it's been a long time since my husband died. But she used to have little incentives for cleaning her place. She'd like clean one thing a day, right, or two things a day for her one bedroom. But she'd be like, "Guess what, Rita?" And I'd be like, "What is it?" I think her name was Arlene. She's like, "I got 18 little incentives," meaning 18 pack of beer. I'm like, "Bushes?" Yep. I said, "Enjoy your 18 little incentives." She clean, and then have some beer. Clean, have some more beer. Time their place was clean, she's already running to the store for another 18 little incentives.
Sounds like me.
Hey, if it works, it works, you know.
Sounds like me.
I bought a laptop for
That's
Chloe. I offered Chloe a complete laptop. It was like $1,500, Kimberly, to clean this place. 13 months later, place ain't clean. No laptop. She went out and bought her own. She's like, "Fuck this."
Oh, wow. So what I do is I'll clean up and then I tell myself I deserve a cold one or two or three. Right. Then I get up and clean another part and go, okay, it's time for another cold one. By the time it's all said and done, I'm all set. The house is clean and I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah, I have my own way of doing things. I was supposed to have an organizer come in and then a maid, but the organizer broke her back. So, you know, Chloe's like lollygagging. It's like 36 hours. This must be a world record for cleaning a bathroom.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I usually go to the packy first. And then I put it away. Then I start cleaning. And then I go, it's only me here, so sit down and take a break. There's no rush. Can't go anywhere.
I used to do the same thing. I'd clean my apartment and I'd be like, because I had a one bedroom, I'd be like, kitchen done, living room done, dining room done. Out comes a half gallon of whiskey and I'd be drinking some. Next thing you know, I'd be like, oh, well, my Sony, I'm paying $30 for Sony TV. They got rid of Sony TV. So turn it on and I'd be like, oh, hockey's on. Next thing you know, phone ring, yeah. "Oh, you want me to come by, Rita?" My neighbor, and I'm like, "No, not tonight. I'm getting drunk." She'd show up somehow and drink with me. It was interesting. Usually, you know, she was a Mormon, but she was always there. She always looked after me, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, she was with me when I had a heart attack, and I ended up in the hospital. And they're like, "You need to stop drinking. You need to stop smoking. You need to do this." I'm like, "Fuck you. If you're not gonna hold me here, let me go home." So I went home, stayed in bed, watching sports, and yeah, heart attack or no heart attack, whiskey does help, kills the pain. Doesn't matter to me, man. She was always, you know, when my husband died, things happened, but, you know, I was always cleaning, you know, and I always had the place clean. But when Chloe came in, just a tornado just came through the place, and I had to keep it clean. I just finally gave up. My body just couldn't keep it up, you know?
Yeah. Well, when I got this new refrigerator, I was fucked up for a whole week.
I know. But at least you got your new refrigerator and you know.
Yeah, but I had to move that shit myself, the old one, and it was a pain in the ass. It was physically taxing.
Oh, I know. I mean, I would have went down to the U-Haul store and say, I would like to borrow a hand cart for 24 hours. Rent it, done.
Pain in the ass.
When I moved into this place, we had 3 days empty a U-Haul. And I had to, me and my friends loaded it. I had to unload the whole truck myself, except for when Chloe wanted to help with the heavy furniture. Otherwise, she didn't do anything. I had to do everything myself and then unpack everything. After that, I turned around. No offense, Kimberly. I told my father-in-law, I said, "Man, talk about useless people. Move this down." And they didn't even help load the truck up. They just drove the truck. Otherwise, I was stuck loading it, unloading it, and I had to pay like $200 for friends to help load the damn thing.
Yeah. That was 2 weeks of torture on my body.
Yeah, mine it was. And then right after I got the truck completely loaded, you know what happened? I had to take Chloe to dinner, who didn't do anything. Then I had to spend deep cleaning from like 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. cleaning the damn apartment, deep cleaning. And I got about 95% of my deposit back. And on top of that, she basically didn't do anything. She just drove the truck. So I got like 3 hours of sleep, so I'm half out of it in the truck driving off, you know.
Yeah.
After that, I was like, fuck this, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want to move again. I do not want to move again.
I don't either.
My
And I don't
island
want
was too peaceful.
Yeah, I don't even want to move a refrigerator anytime soon.
I don't want to move anything.
I don't want no more leaky refrigerators. See, the thing was, I think I overstocked the freezer part and it broke down and it started leaking, and my deep freezer is already filled. So now I'm not going to make that same mistake. I'm not going to overpack the freezer.
You want my opinion? If you want to stock up, it's something that I've done.
Yeah.
You have extra room in your place. Get yourself another small deep freezer. Just buy one from Sears Hometown or online. Have it shipped in. Set it up, and you're good to go. You can use it double up on the meats. Then you won't have to leave your house.
Right, because I do have a deep freezer and my freezer, but I should get another one.
And they're very affordable. That's what I'm saying. I told Pee-wee the same thing. She should get another one. This one's almost empty, but I got a few things in here. Bacon. I got a roast I need to cook for. But this roast is going to basically, I got to cook this up this week. I think I'm going to cook the roast up soon. Want to make sure this gets cooked. Yep, this roast looks still good. Goat roast. Yep, I'm going to cook some goat roast, I think. Here we go. I got some.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Gee, thanks, Chloe. You bought some goat shanks. Froze to death. You know what?
Okay.
This damn freezer burnt.
I don't even go in my deep freezer.
I hate freezer burnt food. I got rid of 200 pounds of meat, you know.
Yeah, you said.
I mean, yeah, I go in there to get some. It's all freezer burnt. She's just like, oh, I didn't know you needed a deep, you know, to do whatever, you know.
Yeah, she didn't double bag it.
She didn't want to double bag it. She's one of those that give you her internet, and she's like you and I. Give us our beer and shut up. Hers is give me my internet and leave me the fuck alone. That's her attitude.
Yeah, but I double bag my meats.
So do I. Fortunately, the problem is, Kimberly, I do everything for Chloe because at times I think Chloe's too retarded or too disabled.
And as I'm doing it, I always say, oh, this is a pain in the ass. Even if I'm cleaning up a different room, I go, this is a pain in the ass. And I say to myself, everything you do is a fucking pain in the ass.
You know what I do when I double bag things? I'm like this. Double bagging, cutting the meat up, putting it in the double bag, sealing them up, putting them in the freezer, washing my hands, going, oh, let me have a sip or two or three of my beer. Chug, 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 more doing.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, I'm like, oh, need a refill. Keep going, you know, and I keep doing until it's done. And then Chloe's like, are you drunk? Yeah, I am, but I got all of it done.
Yeah, you're drunk and tired at the same time.
Yeah, I double bag mine and then use a marker to put the date and what it is on there.
Yeah, that's what I do too.
I'm like that old Christmas or Christmas or Thanksgiving joke where that says, take turkey and defrost it, glass of wine. Turkey defrosted, cut turkey wrapper off, put it in roasting pan, drink glass of wine. And then it's like, take turkey neck, put it separate, do that, and take the giblets out and put the giblets somewhere, done, glass of wine. Then preheat oven, glass of wine. And then when the time you get done with the whole thing, it's like turkey based, another glass of wine, or something like that.
That's a good one. That's a good one. But yeah, don't waste food. I mark mines too. Put a date on it and throw it in.
Yeah, just in case.
Yep.
Oh, so Is this what I'm looking for? Or let me see. Okay, yeah. Okay, so it goes like this. How to cook a turkey. I want you guys to listen because it's funny. Step 1, buy a turkey. Step 2, have a glass of wine. Step 3, stuff turkey. Step 4, have a glass of wine. Step 5, you can also have a glass of beer if you want. Step 5, put turkey in the oven. Step 6, relax and have another few glasses of wine. Step 7, turk the bastie. Step 8, wine of glass another get. Step 9, ponder the meat thermometer. Step 10, glass yourself another pour of wine. Step 11, bake the wine for 4 hours. Step 12, take the oven out of the turkey. Step 13, floor the turkey up off the pick. Step 14, turk the carvey. Step 15, get yourself another wattle of bine. Step 16, tet the sable and pour yourself another glass of turkey. Step 17, say grace, throw up, and pass out.
That is hilarious.
Yep, that's like one of the, the 17 steps. Yep.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, well, that's the old. I've seen that meme so many times. I thought it'd be funny,
Never seen it.
No, I haven't been on Facebook so well. It used to be on Facebook, but So here's a meme that I like. Hope you don't mind that the side dish I'm bringing to Thanksgiving is several bottles of wine that I'm not sharing with anyone else.
Sounds good.
All right.
I wouldn't do it. I'd be just like, I wouldn't share either is what I mean. I'm kind of, selfish. It's like, give me my wine, leave me the fuck alone, You know what I like about living on this island since COVID? Call up Dave, and I'm like, Dave. He's like, Admiral, what do you need? I need a case of wine. All right, got your card on file. What do you want? You want these ports, this, and this? Yes. All right, next thing you know, about 5:30 after his shop's closed, he knocks on the door and says, hello, Admiral. And I'm like, hello, Commander. Here's your wine, Admiral. Enjoy it. I'd be putting it all in the wine rack going, wine? I don't even have to leave my house if I want wine. I call up another lady, and I'm like, yeah, I need wine. Send me 4 cases. She'll bring it after work, and I'll put it in my wine rack. I love how I can just call up and have wine delivered directly to my house.
No kidding.
Now, if the guy that owns the brewery would start delivering beer to me, I'd be getting growlers all the time. Growlers empty, refill.
Is that good beer?
The beer that on the island, yeah, this stuff here I'm drinking is Guinness Double Stout. Now, if you drink 6 to 8 pints of this, you'll start to make faces after a while drinking it. But it isn't bad beer. Depends on if you like Guinness, that is.
Yeah, I've had that before.
Hey, Kimberly, have you ever had an Irish car bomb?
No, never heard of it.
Pint of Guinness Stout, and either a pint of, and a shot of Bailey's Irish Cream, and if they don't have Bailey's, a shot of Jameson or Old Bushnell's in it, and you chug it down, and when it hits you, it's like an Irish car bomb.
Wow.
My husband drank so many of this one day in a bar. He was staggering home, and my mother found him walking with me, and she's like, where'd you come from? The bar. Well, get in. I'm not letting you walk all the way home and get arrested. What'd you drink? Irish car bombs, Mom. Yeah, that'll do it every time. What'd you drink, Rita? Beer.
Yeah.
I wasn't that drunk. My husband is like, I can't walk, wifey. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's the Irish car bombs. Let me see. I think it's Guinness, or is it something else?
Back on.
Hey, Google. How do you make an Irish car bomb?
According to Wikipedia, an Irish car bomb, Irish slammer, Irish bomb shot, or Dublin drop is a cocktail, similar to a Boilermaker, made by dropping a bomb shot of Irish cream and whiskey into a glass of stout.
Oh, okay. I've put in whiskey inside of beer before.
Hey, Google,
It's a
tell me how to
Boilermaker.
make a Boilermaker. Yeah, I think that's
a
what it is.
Boilermaker.
Here are some recipes I found.
Yeah,
Yeah, Boilermaker is. Yeah, that's with whiskey. Yeah, exactly. Whiskey and, but you know what? I'll tell you one thing. The best Irish cream in the whole world, I've reviewed it, is called Five Farms Irish Whiskey. It comes in a specialty corked bottle. Look at this corked bottle. It's got 10% Irish whiskey and 90% cream. They bottle it, and it's called Five Farms.
Okay.
This stuff this is new, and this stuff is delicious. I did a review on it, I tell you. I think my review was like 5 minutes long, sis. I could check on that.
I made one of those with Jack Daniels.
Yeah, Jack Daniels ain't bad either. Where's that? Did Chloe break it? I hope she didn't break it. Oh, it's still in the fridge. That's why. My gravy makings have been in the fridge, but when I reviewed the whiskey, they sent me some cups and shirts that say Five Farms like this. So they gave me some swag, for reviewing. I was when what's his name? Brian. Didn't mean to. When Brian was left yesterday, I did a video sharing my chicken recipe, sis.
Oh, okay.
It's like 30 minutes long. How to cook my mom's fried chicken.
Yeah, the first one was cabbage.
Oh yeah, we were talking about cabbage, weren't we, brother? That was good, wasn't it, brother?
Who did cabbage? You?
I did, or my husband did. It was like 8 minutes long.
Mm.
Yeah, it was like, it's like 9 minutes. I could play it for you through screen share. It's my own video, so I own it. So here, let me show you. So I'm in my other channel, by the way, that does cigar reviews and stuff. It's called Living Simply and Fun. I'll show you this. Oh yeah, hold on a sec. I gotta stop it because I forgot one thing. I forgot to add enable sound. So let's just share audio and cabbage wedges. It's like 9 minutes, but you liked it, didn't you, Brian?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Let me show it for her. If you like cabbage, Kimberly, here you go. This is for you.
Yeah, I like cabbage.
Well, where's the sound?
Hello, and
there's
welcome to Living Simply and Fun. I'm Aaron, and I'm going to teach you how to cook roasted cabbage wedges my style. I even went and looked for this recipe online and could not find it. So one thing you'll need is oil to brush your cabbage wedges with, black pepper, grind over your cabbage wedges, this is about 1.5 teaspoons of sugar, which should be more than enough that I need. And this is a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So anyways, this here is my cabbage, and got this from a friend of ours that was giving some away because they work on a farm and they had too many. Try to remove the outer leaves because they're, sometimes they're not all too healthy looking. And these are kind of rubbery, so you don't want that going into your dish. And a lot of people don't know this trick with cabbage, but go ahead and aim it at something like your counter, and didn't work. It usually works, but it works best on lettuce. You end up popping this and you can just pull it out. So on this, I'm going to end up having to use a knife. I'd forgotten it doesn't work very well with cabbage, but now my knives are all missing. Ah, here we go. So just take a knife. Try to cut towards the center as you cut. That way you kind of make a conical shape underneath the stem part. And then you should be able to pry this sucker out if I did it right, like that. Now, next step you'll do, and I should get a plate or something to work on. I have a cutting board, but it's glass, and while I'm chopping, I could actually damage it. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on here, and I'm going to get myself a cookie sheet. Pardon me. When working in a kitchen, always make sure you sneeze away from food or anything like that. It's just something I learned when I was cooking. Now go ahead and cut your cabbage in half. That'll probably mean moving it because a lot of them are big, and I usually try to go with small cabbages. But now you got your cabbage. And try to cut wedges off of it like that. You cut it in a slight angle. And just go ahead and put that on the tray. And then there's another good one on the tray. And a third one. In fact, I'll probably only use half this cabbage wedge for tonight because we got enough stuff going with dinner. There's a fourth one on the tray.
Oh, yeah.
Rotate it a bit.
Love my hubby with all my heart.
Here's a fifth wedge. And here's a sixth wedge. So this is a pretty big cabbage because it would have made 14 wedges roughly. And there's number 7. Kind of put this one back together a bit. And there's number 8. So we look at our tray here. And there you got them. 8 nice little cabbage wedges. And now I'm going to get my brush out. More prepared for this than the lamb recipe. And you just brush them with a little bit of oil on the outside. Like so.
Yummy.
Try to get that oil all over them. Into the pores and stuff like that. If you need more oil, you can get more oil. There's, you know, you don't want to flood these things with oil, but you want to make sure they're all evenly coated.
Huh?
And the thicker they are, probably the more oil you're going to want to put on them. And these cabbage.
Well, what happened to Kimberly? 5 minutes into a 9-minute video, and she disappeared. Oh, well. I'll keep playing this because it is good.
Wedges don't really want to hold together. But that's all right. And to save money, I use this 1-2-3 vegetable oil. I don't know if it's available everywhere. It seems to be an import to our area or in the state because I never saw it when I lived in Ohio.
So he's lathering oil right
new.
now. Hubby is lathering the oil before he puts it in the oven. You gotta
go
tell
ahead,
you,
just brush this on this.
Die for.
And if you're wondering about the black pepper, the grinder, I got that actually at the dollar store.
When we had a dollar store around.
Kim's back.
And
yeah,
they're pretty well brushed, I think.
I'm just showing Kimberly this review.
Good to go.
Thought she'd be interested in.
So the next thing you do is you take your salt and pour it into your sugar. And then you want to mix it all together. You can use your finger if you want. And then you put it into your hand pretty much, and you sprinkle it across the tops of these. Now, I used to do this with the black pepper in it, which made it easier for me to see where I'd sprinkled. But I've kind of gotten a good idea over the years of making this that I know just how much to put on. And that's why the measurements aren't too important. You're just looking for the salt-sugar mixture.
Yep.
And it's not supposed to be too salty. And that should be good. And then, as I said, the black pepper. Just grind some black pepper over each one. I like fresh ground better because it's got a better flavor to it. And I wouldn't really say that this is fresh ground. It's just you got dry old peppercorns in here, and when you crack them, there's a certain sense of smell that comes from them that you don't get from pre-crushed.
Oh, I know.
Like,
And new
it's
out
not
of
exactly
cook,
sneezy. The old wives' tale that pepper will make you sneeze. It might if you inhale it directly, but I've never had a problem with that. So all right, and there those are. Get you a closer look. All right. And over here, I get red wine vinegar. Now I'm going to bake these. They should be at 400, but I'm going to bake them at 350. And when I pull them out, I'll put some red wine vinegar on them and throw them back. Or actually, the red wine vinegar goes on when I pull them out. So I'll show you that step when I'm done with these. Into the oven they go. And they're cooking at 350. So anyways, I'll see you back shortly when that is done.
Yeah, program.
Hello, and welcome back to roasted cabbage wedges. Now it's time for the wine vinegar. You see how? I'll show you the angle it down. You don't need to see me. If you see they're turning brown along the edges, kind of blackening, there's some crunchy spots, which will be really nice and tasty. And now you just take your red wine vinegar and splash some on there. You don't want to overdo the vinegar, and that's good. So these are now ready to serve. So thank you for watching another episode of Living Simply and Fun on cooking. And here you have roasted cabbage wedges with sugar, salt, black pepper, red wine vinegar, and oil. And they were very scrumptious.
Of course they are. My husband knew what he was doing when it came to cooking, I tell you guys. You know? So what'd you think? Now, talking about the Irish cream review, I believe the Irish cream review is there's a Chloe edition and my edition. Chloe's cheaper, but this one is really funny. There's me. I look drunk.
That looked good.
Welcome everyone to another edition of Living Simply and Fun. I'm your host, Rita. Today we will be reviewing the on our cigar channel, the Five Farms Irish Cream Liqueur.
Yep, I was drunk.
From what I understand, this is made in Cork, Ireland, by Five Farms, and the Five Farms is the farms that produce the cream, and it's their company anyways. And they got a chairman's trophy and a 97 out of 100. So they got the most highest, Irish cream out there on the market. I'm not talking about alcohol content. Now, I do have a thought for you all when I was picking this up. Price varies. I live on an island, so it was about $40.50 per bottle. So let's just move the little paper here. Paper basically states that it's made with the highest quality ingredients. So basically, they in Cork, and so the largest and southernmost county and home to the most fertile farmland in the country. So then it says they're along the sea coast by these farms in single batches for freshness. And then they use the highest quality triple distilled Irish whiskey, which I don't know which Irish whiskey, but I am not endorsed by this company. I did promise I would make a review, and
They sent me swag.
so 97. Got my glass here. So I guess it's this one, right? And then take this off. You can smell the cream and the Irish whiskey. So let's just fill up the glass. Doesn't matter. A little leakage there, but what the heck? Seal it back up.
Oh yeah, look
And
at that. Most
there we
people
go.
like
So
watching
the
me
bottle's
because
really
of my
cool.
boobs.
If you can see, I got another bottle there, and so the contextual smells pretty good. A lot thicker and creamier, I would think, than Bailey's. By the way, I'm doing a Bailey's review this weekend, as well as what was the other ones I'm reviewing this weekend? I want to do a comparison and so forth and so on. I did see one that said bourbon cream today at the store, so that was like, but you know, Irish cream is a different story. Let me just check. I know I'm doing Bailey's, and I'm doing actually I could check right here on the computer because my email is right here. So let's see. What I am reviewing this weekend, just to share with you all, is these Irish cream and Omari's Irish cream. So I sent Chloe to go get my Irish creams. Now, one of the things I want to say is this is a 37%, 34, total, and it's 17% alcohol. So what I'm trying to wonder is they say they put 10% of whiskey in each bottle. So 10% is a lot, but they say a lot of Irish creams is 1%. Yet when you look at Bailey's, for example, it's almost the same alcohol content. So it makes me wonder, but let's just review this and see where it goes.
Here we go.
Warms the stomach this morning. Wow. I mean, the last time I drank Irish cream was St. Brendan's, and I drank a half gallon, and that was with the death of my wifey in Australia. And my sister said it's cheaper than Bailey's, but this stuff, since I don't drink a lot of booze much, this is really really good, and the bottle's really cool too. I mean, it's got like that looking bottle type thing that you get for making your own homemade beer, where you got the clasp, for beer making at home, brew making. So let's just.
I don't think I was wearing a bra, and if I was, it was one of those frilly bras, but I don't think I was wearing a bra then.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, this is.
A lot of people
it's got
like those
the right
chemicals.
balance too. I mean, this is balance. I was thinking, 10% is good, but my formula would be, if I was making Irish cream, maybe a little more higher Irish cream, but they got this balanced. More likely, it's because if you mix whiskey with creams and stuff, it usually curdles, and that's why they say when you drink an Irish car bomb, you're supposed to chug it, because the Bailey's would curdle, I think, fast in heavy amounts of liquor. I think that's what it is, or is it? It doesn't matter. Anyways, let's get back to the review. So this is really good. I mean, for the price, I can't complain. I mean, if I end up drinking the entire bottle this morning, there is recipes out there where you can make cocktails and stuff out of this, or some people just like the real Irish cream like this to be in your coffee. But I would think too early in the morning is one thing, but for me, I'm just like,
Well, my motto was fuck it. 8 in the morning, I'm reviewing this.
yeah. I mean, the cream and the whiskey
I can continue
would
this,
be
but you
really,
guys
really
get the
good. I think
idea.
honestly, this would pair nicely with a nice cigar, favorite cigar. I could see this being an after dinner drink, but for me,
Oh
I
no,
think
I'm wearing a bra under there. It just
this
doesn't
would
show
be
it. There's a black strap, so I
really
have a frilly
good
bra too.
anytime, including putting it in your
I look
you
a little
know,
better than the night,
coffee
I think.
or hot chocolate. Hot chocolate, definitely. And you know, just don't give it to kids. That's my thing. Kids shouldn't be drinking. But this is, I mean, the thing is, it's thick, it's rich, it's creamy,
And you
and
get drunk pretty fast.
I have to say, you know, that this is really good. I know Chloe this morning was shocked that I picked up 2 bottles because I know she's like, I want Irish cream too. So, you know, she can help me review the other ones and compare them, but maybe she'll do a review this evening with this stuff too. But this, oh yeah, if anyone's asking, yeah, it's a Bacardi glass, but oh well.
Yep.
Now, Five Farms came out with their own little tumblers. That would be really cool too. So, this I think would also be good if you refrigerated it and chilled it. I just grabbed it and came home to review it this morning. I really wanted to review it for you all because I thought it was needed. And you know, I told family I really wanted to try this. I told one of my sisters this morning I'm trying this.
The only one.
You know, fresh dairy cream from 5 families-owned farms, expertly blended with triple distilled Irish whiskey, exclusive source in the County Cork, Ireland. Yeah, I mean, literally, the Irish knew what they were doing. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Irish whiskey. I'm more of a Scotch drinker or bourbon, but you know, for liqueur, this is not bad. I'm wondering about the other liqueurs out there in the market because, in my opinion, this I think supersedes them all. I mean, literally, you don't know the percentage of how much alcohol is in, say, Fireball or some of these liqueurs like rum liqueurs, like Malibu, like Chloe likes. So, but you know, this is just I just can't say enough good about this. I mean,
it's worth every penny. I tell you, plain and simple. Everyone,
I mean,
worth every penny. You see that?
This is just.
Oh, yes, Kimberly.
To the 5 farms out there, you guys and girls made a superior product, and
so you're learning something big about 5
I can
farms?
say without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah,
that this, being
one
a minister
question
of God,
though.
that
Did
this
you
is
finish the
a
bottle?
little piece of heaven right here on earth. I mean,
well, what was that about the bottle?
The question was, did you finish the whole bottle that morning?
Yes, I did. That morning, I finished the whole damn bottle.
You know, if I get up to the big sky, I'm going to be asking, "Where's my 5 farms?" There you go.
If I die, where's my 5 farms?
You know, but this is just amazing. I mean, you can look at the glass, and even with the contextual of the thickness, it's not actually sticking much to the glass. I mean, you know, this is you know, high quality stuff. And you know, when I was opening this, I was thinking, wow, we're actually drinking cream all the way from Ireland. I live on an island, you know, just like Ireland, like what do you call it? In the San Juan Islands here in Washington State. So when I saw their website, you know, I messaged them and said, "Where do you sell this? I'd like to get some." And lo and behold, our island, one of our 2 grocery stores that has that does the tourists. The guy owns both of them. One's for the citizens of the island where you get lower rates, and then that one's for tourists. So when I went in there, he had like different types of liqueurs, but the guy was like asking if I needed some. I said, no, I'm just looking at the other liqueurs just to see if there's any other Irishes I missed. Not that I did. And, my other whiskeys are coming from, Irish creams are coming from Walmart. I did that pickup order today. That's what Chloe's out. 5 bottles, one's a half gallon. And for the people at Five Farms, I do have one suggestion for you boys and girls out there. This is a superior quality product. I can endorse this. You need to make this in half-gallon jugs so people can't, because this, 2 half-gallon, 1 half-gallon is 2/5 in a pint. And so this wouldn't be too bad if you can make a half-gallon jug in this because
It'd
of
be
it.
cheaper.
But I will say, that I've seen reviews on YouTube, and a lot of them said it's between 20 and 25. I paid $32.39, and then the state sales tax, which was like $8.50 per bottle because they got the county tax and the state tax, and that the half gallon tax is pretty bad. No offense. I mean, they charge like it's like a half gallon tax, a fifth tax, and a pint tax, including your county tax and your state tax. So you might, if it's a $40 half gallon, you're probably paying $60 to $70 for it. So, Washington is notorious for the taxes, but that's why the joke goes around, the sign that says, I might have to refill this in a second, leaving so soon. Is it something we tax? Well, literally, this would also go good because this is a cigar channel. I can say without a shadow of a doubt that this would be good with a good flavored pipe. Now, I smoke a pipe, so a nice pipe tobacco, like a whiskey flavored or something that doesn't burn, would really go good with this. And my final thing to say on this whole ordeal is whoops. So I spilled a little on my pants. So but I can say without the shadow of the doubt, got to get used to this clamp system, that the bottle alone is well worth it alone because it's not something you see. I'll just clean that up later. Every day. So literally, this is amazing. This is amazing. And now, before I go, because I do got to get this video uploaded. Actually, it's going live right now. But to finish up, I'm going to give you the 2 ratings. I guess my service dog and Shih Tzu, my Shih Tzu service dog's not here. And the second one's the Moppy rating. The cigar rating for Aaron and Rita, even though Aaron passed away, bless his heart, he would basically be stoked to be trying this. Honestly, he just loves trying new liquors. On the Aaron scale, we'll just call it that, the Aaron scale, I would give this a 9.9. Now, on the Moppy scale, the Shih Tzu scale, I'm going to say because this was rated at a 97, the 97 doesn't do them any justice. I'm going to give this a flat outright, no offense to Five Farms, 100. This is the best Irish cream I've ever tasted. And the complexity and formulation is just, it's just perfect. So for all of you out there, to wrap this up, I will say, go out, don't hesitate to buy a bottle of Five Farms Irish whiskey because this stuff is the most peaceful little piece of heaven. And I don't think, after I compare them to the other Irish whiskeys this evening and throughout the weekend, it's going to compare to this. This is what I call high quality. And
A little piece of heaven.
if and I'm not bragging here, but if let me get my email for a second. I want to share something. If Carol Ann's, Mullins, St. Brendan's, Bailey's, O'Mara's, or any other Irish whiskey couldn't get that the what do you call it? The chairman's trophy or the 97 points, you guys are doing it wrong, okay? These guys knew what they were doing. These boys and girls in Ireland knew exactly what they were doing. So to me, I tip my hat to all of you boys and girls, or ladies and gentlemen, for making the most finest quality product out there.
Amen.
To the audience, don't hesitate to plunk down $20 or $30 or even $35 for this, because you won't regret it. I mean, yeah, if you into a lot of alcohol and you like half gallons, well, petition them to make a half gallon. That was the only recommendation I would make on this, because people are going to be drinking this up really fast and be going,
or a 2
"Where's
gallon
my whiskey? Where's my Irish cream whiskey liqueur?" So that said, there you have it. So
3 gallon mini barrel.
See some more reviews, let me know. Please leave comments in the feedback below. Just keep it nice. Please also subscribe, hit that bell notification for more videos and cigar reviews or whiskey or alcohol reviews. Thanks for watching, everyone, and drink responsibly. Thank you, and God bless you in everything you do.
And you forgot the key word. Enjoy every puff. Our key word when we were reviewing cigars. Enjoy every puff. What do you think? Does it got you thinking about buying a jug, Brian?
I might consider it.
Well, that stuff is the bomb, man. That stuff is like the best quality out there, man.
You were pretty buzzed there.
Yeah, I was happy too. You do know it's one of my very few reviews that people actually pay attention and gives me good reviews because I'm showing cleavage.
I like when you're at the end, you drink responsibly.
Well, yeah, exactly. I try to do that because I don't want people getting tanked. And then I watched Rita's video, and then I drove a car and I ran over some kid. Not my problem, dude.
Right.
That's why I said drink responsibly. I mean, literally, it's like that stuff is like the bomb. I tell you, that's like number one for Irish whiskey. Now, if you have the money, like I said, the Noirs is really good too. The Hardy's, if you got the money for the 50-year cognac. But I'm telling you, there are some really good quality whiskeys out there, and Irish creams and everything else.
All right.
I don't like fire water that burns when it goes down, man.
No.
Man, Jim Beam, you drink it, it's semi-smooth, but it hits you like a damn anvil when it comes into your stomach.
Yeah, a lot of heartburn.
Have you ever tried Woodward Reserve, man?
I tried what?
Have you tried Woodford Reserve, man? This.
No, I don't think I have.
This is smooth, and a friend of mine bought a bottle for Easter and drank the whole bottle. It's that smooth, she said. Didn't even give her the mouth burn going down. Didn't burn.
Was she pretty wasted after that?
I don't know. She just said she woke up the next day and knew she had to go to work. She's like, oh, man, I don't want to go to work. I mean, it isn't a bad jug, I tell you. I mean, literally, it's not a bad jug. I've tried a lot of shit in my life, and I truly like a good, smooth bourbon. Now, scotches aren't supposed to be meant to drink as a shot. You drink scotch on the ice.
Yeah.
The ice brings out the flavor. I've never tried bourbon on ice. Usually, most of the bourbon on ice I try, even with the ice, it still gives me burn. It burns my throat going down, even if it's slow sipping.
Yeah, I've done the same thing with ice.
Now, if you want to drink it with cola, it semi cools it down, but you got to make it as a mix, you know? Living in Australia, we had cola mixture, you know?
You gonna be on later?
I don't know if I will. Chloe keeps pestering me to play my new Switch. I can be.
Yeah.
It just depends on time, man.
Nah, I gotta run fix something to eat here in a second anyway, so
Well,
if you
maybe you
wanna
should
go,
run to the store, man, and see if you can find Five Farms Irish whiskey and enjoy a drink.
I might go tonight or tomorrow sometime.
I would. See if they got that Five Farms. But no, I don't know what I'm going to do. I got that new Switch I told you that I haven't tried out yet, so I was hoping to take some time, you know. But the reason I'm still here is because Cam paid for the, paid the
Yeah.
thing. I can't deny Cam his StreamYard time, you know.
Well, I'm gonna get out of here. If you're not
So,
on, I get
before you go, what's for dinner tonight, bro?
chili dogs.
Chili dogs, that's cheap and simple.
Yeah, I just make it pretty quick and
I hope the hot dog brand you're using ain't cheap.
no, I use the all beef.
Organic Nathan's.
Right, right.
Yeah. All right. Well, enjoy your chili dogs.
All right. Well, if you play your Switch, let us know how it goes.
Yeah. Well, I've had a Switch for 4 years. I just needed to replace it because the other one was getting old.
Yeah.
You know what
All
they
right.
say? The battery doesn't last that long anymore.
Right.
So take it easy, brother.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow, whenever.
Mm-hmm. So, anyone who's still with me, Kimberly, are you watching me on your TV, or are you charging your phone and watching me, or can I actually disappear? I know Higgins hasn't been around yet, so. So, Big's gone. So, anyone else? Can I leave? Can I play a game? Poor guy's probably hungry about now. All right, dudes. I'm out. You guys had your time today. Game time. So, since no one's commenting, I'm out. I'll see you guys tomorrow between 10 and 11 a.m. for what was it I said was 19 spreadsheets, I think it was. Let's do this. Please unsubscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestion at the like, subscribe button so it's wholesome, funny for your family, including your dogs, cats, your bunnies, service dogs. Hit the bell notification for new content every day. Thanks for watching, and God bless you in everything you do. Sorry about that, everyone. I was supposed to say in broadcast, not leave studio. So thank you and God bless you.